Good morning, no, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Hawaiian and Nat and Linda and Sarah. Good evening, Zaxuan and Stephanie and Ozzy. Good evening, Sarah. Lottie, a pleasure as always. Mimsy, hello. Core, Siobhan. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another ad hoc live stream. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, happy Monday. Oh boy, what a Monday. It was okay. It was okay. It was only half Garfield today. No, not a full Garfield, which is good. I'm a little sleepy. You had me on mute, Linda. Do I need to speak louder? Sorry, I can't hear you. Lovely to see you all. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, we'll be reacting to Miss Chantal Murray and Miss Amberlynn Reid in a twofer, a science fiction double feature. We'll be covering Miss Amberlynn Reid's most recent upload entitled Halloween Festivities and a little GF shopping behind the scenes. GF stands for gluten-free, just in case you didn't know. And then we'll be jumping straight into... Oh, my hair really is all over the place. It is. I literally just got out of the shower. I also brushed out my beard. It turns out that the beard hair was just real compact. It got floofy. Not like outwardsly floofy, but downward, which is good. Anyway, we'll be doing a little bit of a retro with the one, the only Foodie Beauty. There is something in my eye. That's the full channel name. We're going to be covering 4 retro pieces of content entitled 10 Weird Facts About Me, Omad MUKBANG, Breaking My Fast with the No Diet Diet, Giant Sushi Balls and Best Sushi MUKBANG, and then a new car. Now, there's a reason... 'Tis the season. Mostly we're just here to catch up on Amby and have a conversation about all of that stuff. And then we're going to do a retro for Chantal because having spoken to a lot of people, specifically over the last couple of months, weeks, what is internet time? I thought it'd be good to kind of like reflect on some of the older content just to give you a taste of what Foodie's been like over the last 4 years. And how, because for some people it may seem really strange that Foodie could legitimately just like turn around one day and come across as a completely different person, but it turns out she's fairly good at presenting that. So we've got a time where Foodie has gone from Omad vegan to the opposite of all of that, and then when she got the new car, turns out the Kia is secondhand, but Chantal's only had it since 2019. So buttons. And then what else do we have in there? Yes, sushi. So the sushi ball one is specifically a conversation around sponsorships and how Coldest Water Bottle did sponsor and then did not sponsor and then did sponsor and then did not sponsor, and it's a trip. And then the 10 Weird Facts About Me is kind of a great introduction to Chantal. Just, you know, like just the fun, quirky YouTuber who we all watch. Time is bread. Time is cheese and bread. I will agree with NS and Enola in the chat. Yes, 100%. Anyway, so first of all, hi, my name's Zach. Lovely to meet you if you're new, and thank you very much for joining. If you are coming back, I'm not a mental or physical healthcare professional, just a guy who lost some weight, talks about things on the internet, watches way too much Foodie Beauty. Also, not here to bully, shame, hate, harass, or humiliate. Literally here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see here on this platform. Because it's all about choices. Choices about the words coming out of our mouths. Choices about what we put on the internet. Choices. I almost got it in one. I have several beverages today, and I hope you do too. I hope you're treating yourself, hope you're being cozy, or I hope you're doing something productive. Either or, look after you while we laugh at all of these shenanigans. Right. So, my day. My day was good. I'm a little sleepy. It was busy. I was planning to get a nap in before streaming, but that didn't happen because I cooked. Ooh, I tried making... Before we even get to the content. I tried making lentil crepes. I made red lentil crepes. They were great. The only downside is you have to leave them in water in the fridge overnight. So you actually do have to prepare them, even though most recipes say they only take 5 minutes. They do really only take 5 minutes. I mean, you just puree the lentils and lentil water down and pour it in a hot pan and then flip it, and it's kind of like a lentil pancake. But they're so good. They're so good. I love lentils. I don't think there's a lot of lentil chat today. In the content, I mean. It's probably going to be quite a bit of lentil chat here. But so good. So good. Oh, Steph, I'm so sorry I missed you. Steph, thank you very much for being here for 21 months, mate. I appreciate the support. Steph says, goodness gracious, great sushi balls of fire. You're right, you do win the internet today. Thank you for being here for 21 months, my friend. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, back. I'm sorry. I don't have the chat where I would normally have the chat. Hold on. I'll move everything to where it would normally be. Please hold. Please hold. Okay, cool. Cool. Tyra, hello. Lovely to see you today. Mad, you as well. Oh, you made ossobuco? Nice. I hope you enjoyed. It looks like you did. Okay, cool. So we have to have oh God, starting so early. Where are we at? 5 minutes in. Very good. We need to have a conversation about Amby's TikTok. Okay, y'all have seen it. I know I'm late to the party. It's not really a party. Well, it's kind of a pity party, but it's not like a woohoo party. It's more of a look at me and be sad party. All right, cool. I'm just going to put it up on the screen. Hopefully this will work. And we're just going to talk about it. We're just going to talk about it. Look, we got to talk about it. So apparently this was a day ago, and I can't quite recall if this was this after? Yeah, I think this was after the Halloween festivities one. Yes, that would make sense. Yes. So Amby's sitting here in the outfit that we know is the comfy dress from the vlog the other day, right? Look at me forgetting history of literally days ago. Being sad. And you think, well, why is Amby sad? And it turns out that there's cookies in front of her. And look, before I come across as entirely heartless, I'm not. I promise I'm not. I have seemingly a very different relationship to food than Amby. And as someone who had a bad relationship with food, like I coming out of my worst, I can recognize a lot of the stuff for what it was. Again, probably should have spoken to a professional and taken modern days Zach's advice, but didn't. Didn't because time. It's a circle. Maybe next time. Like secret eating, I wouldn't call them binges, but certainly overeating to the point of sickness, like not being mindful of my meals, a whole like being sad, being bored equaled food, because once I quit smoking, that's where that focus went. Anyway, all's that to say, I could never, in all my years of having poor relationships with food, I could never imagine setting up a camera to record myself eat, period. And that was kind of like my biggest conversation around Amby during the mukbang stuff. But this is so much of like, call a friend. This is a lot of, why have you got a phone pointed at you, you recording yourself with an open packet of cookies in front of you? First of all, it's not even in a jar. That's me trying to make light of the situation. Like, this is the time where it's like, okay, I'm in a weak moment, I'm in a regretful moment. You know who I should reach out to? Friends, family, wifey's probably in the other room. Why are there cookies in the house in general? Look, don't get me wrong. Eat whatever you want to eat, bring into your house whatever you're going to. But if you're a person who recognizes that they're on a gurney, especially when it comes to something as easily accessible as food, my suggestion is to take it out of reach. Don't have a packet of cookies at home if you're, I don't know, experiencing the keto life, or really trying to cut back on carbs, whatever that is. Again, when I made a big decision to address what I was eating, me and Good Pete had to have a big conversation about what we could bring into the house, because I was legitimately like, I'm sorry, if there is cheese in this house, I'm going to overeat and I'm going to go over my calories, and that's going to make me feel bad, and that's going to make me spiral, and that's going to make, the list goes on. We've all been there. We know what it's like. Fortunately, I'm in a situation where I can control the food that comes into my house, and lo, behold, so is Amby. So I don't understand why there's an open packet of cookies in the house. Why? Where the hell is Feline? Exactly, Marissa. Where's Feline? So, anyway, the other thing I wanted to mention is that, again, I am not entirely cold and heartless. I do have quite a bit of sympathy for this situation, because I know what it's like to be tempted, to have a lack of willpower, and I know what it's like on the other side of things, right? I ate myself sick frequently. Sorry, trigger warning, we're having conversations about diets. I ate myself to the point of discomfort pretty frequently. You give me an entire sleeve of Oreos and a medium glass of milk, and I will not feel great afterwards, but I'll feel great during. And that's all stuff that I had to be very confrontational with myself. Hey, guess what? Turns out you can't eat 4 Oreos at once. It's an entire sleeve or nothing at all. Well, I'm mildly an overachiever. So I said none. None versus 1 sleeve. So I do have a lot of sympathy for this situation, and I think a lot of us do. A lot of us can relate in the most simplest of terms. I don't understand putting it on camera. I don't understand putting it on camera to then upload to your TikTok. I don't get it. It's weird. I don't get it. And it doesn't matter if this was Amby or someone else, as long as they are the person I knew their kind of backstory and relationship with food in context. I don't get this. This is weird, and I don't get it. I don't get it. So if anyone has any explanations for me, apart from attention, because at the end of the day, her comments are turned off here. She's not talking to anybody here. She's not getting support in any way here. And let me tell you right now, if you've got good Judies in your life, if you have yourself a Feline, like maybe reach out to them and not just like post into the nether of internet world where no one really will console you. I don't know if that was the purpose of all of this. And realistically, Amby knowing what her audience is like, we're going to talk about it. And it's just weird. It's for show. It's weird. It's so weird. I just don't get it. Also, with all of that being said, possibly if you're going to tell the world about how great keto is, maybe just give it more than a week. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Look, I did a lot of stuff on low carb and it was great for me. But if you're going to sing the praises of keto, maybe wait more than 10 days and the temptation of an open packet of cookies. You know? Do you know what I mean? Hem hat, it was cringe. It was. She was being so raw. I don't think... This screamed disingenuous, though. Do you want to watch it? Hold on. We're going to watch it. I'm going to make sure the song's off. So, just in case you haven't heard it, it's Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls that's playing an acoustic cover of some kind, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna line up some of my own music and see if we can get... These cookies aren't keto. Marissa, I don't think these cookies are keto, no. Generally, cookies are not keto, yes. Yes, I'm sorry. So we're just going to line up some music now. You know me, it would normally be Bone Train, but I think I had something... Because no, wait, was it this one? No. Was it... No. Which one was it? Now I can't remember which one it was. Hold on. There we go. That's the one. Oop. Cool. There we go. Look at that. Lined it up. Oh, maybe that's not good. There we go. Is everyone feeling sad yet? Again, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be heartless, but at the end of the day, you are recording yourself. Why do this? This is just senseless. No cookies. I am sad. I do not want to eat the cookies. Oh, boo-hoo. The cookies have returned. Also, I'm not sleeping on the fact that 3/4 of this cookie container are missing, but whatever. It's fake. Well, I mean, she doesn't even take a real big bite out of it, so yeah, I would... Part of me thinks that this is just a giant troll, but to be that insensitive... And I'm regretting my insensitivity when I talk about this because it's absolute nonsense. But look, is this the face of someone who would likely troll on the internet for attention? I mean, probably. Yes. In short, yes. Okay, well, that was terrible. So yeah, I have a lot of thoughts and I have a lot of feelings about all of that. In my journey with my relationship with food, it was never like the regret and the sadness never hit until much later. And by much later, I mean like 5 minutes later, where my stomach was just like, oh my God, what have you done? And then my brain was like, all that dopamine's kind of wearing out, buddy. Now you're going to feel that sugar high and crash real quick. And then my pancreas starts screaming. So, figuratively, of course. So, yeah, I never did this, I never did this. And I'm not trying to make a comparison. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me to have an open packet of cookies in front of you and boohoo. Maybe in a general context, if you've eaten half of the packet and then the regret sets in and then it's right there. But I wouldn't have the sense of attention seeking to turn my camera on and be like, well, this is a post cookie discourse, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, so we're going to go back in time and watch her Halloween festivities. Can I tell you how many pounds I lost in my gurney? Meerkats, it was like 90 or 100 pounds. I think I ended up losing like 55 kilos. But I didn't do it smart. I did it short and dirty, and I don't recommend what I was doing. I was far too... Look, a gurney. The Zach story. I did it too fast, too restrictive, too low. Not sensible for a person of like a 6'1" frame who wanted to hang on to muscles. And basically my entire body went, well, we're just going to burn everything while you refuse to feed us like more than 12 to 1,500 calories a day on a whole food only diet. The whole food only diet part of it was great. I was just getting far too little calories in on it. Then I started focusing on the numbers too much, and then that got bad, and then I had to reteach myself a different relationship with food, and then I started lifting at the gym. So, growth. We call that growth. Brandon, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Brandon says, so this is how the cookie crumbles. My dude, how many of those you got for me tonight? Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. No, Nit, and I'm exactly the same as you. You couldn't pay me to film me at my worst moments in a relationship with food because I was very tender to all of that. I'm very grateful for the internet to be able to find a corner of the internet who talks so freely about relationships with food, right? Safely, I suppose. But yeah, I couldn't. No, there are too many. There are truly too many bad memories of regret, disappointment, all of that stuff. And this is for me just saying all of this out there with Amby on the screen. Just because you hit a roadblock, just because you hit a speed bump, it's okay. It's fine. Weight loss and your health gurney. Lily once said everybody's on a health gurney, and it doesn't matter whether or not you want to be on it. You are, because you live day to day, and day to day includes looking after your health, right? So weight loss, healthy weight management, lifestyle changes, whatever the hell you want to call it, all of that is a very long, straight, boring road. And sometimes you just want to take a sit down, on the side. Sometimes you take a tippy tumble and you fall over and you hurt your ankle. Sometimes you go a little bit faster than intended, and sometimes you just get bored. But that's what it is, right? So this is a speed bump. And for anybody who's lived through this, we know it's a speed bump. It's a thing that happens. But what you can't do is use it as an excuse to fall off the wagon. You can't say, okay, great. Well, I've ruined it on Friday night. Now I'm going to eat whatever the hell I want over the weekend. And on Monday, I'll start again. Oh, no, I'm going to have to go through the keto flu stages again. Well, I won't do that. Let me just, look at Jenny Craig for the 8th time. Don't do any of that. Don't do any of that. A tippy tumble is a minor fumble. You just pick it up again. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, that's all right, Addie. No, I think it's sensible. As much as ridiculous and shenanigans filled as watching this content is, I do like to remind people, and mostly it's me reminding myself, right, is that I can't beat myself up about poor decisions in the past. You just got to learn from them. It's okay. And me knowing that, I can't have an entire box of Oreos in the household is me knowing that, and that's okay. It's fine. I can manage. Anyway, that was Amby's TikTok, and then we're going to move on to Halloween festivities and a little gluten-free shopping behind the scenes. Let's speed it up, front to back. And here we go.
Hello, welcome to a new vlog. So I'm going to put the dates on my videos until Vlogmas, because Vlogmas will be up to speed. My videos have been up to speed for a couple months now.
Not really, because you threw that live stream in there that confused many people, myself included.
Since I hurt my ankle, but I have been filming a little bit more, and I don't like uploading back to back.
Amby is indeed Mike Wazowski. So this is the day, I think, before the Halloween live stream where she just went full heartless.
There to be a space. So I've been
Lucas, just in time for Halloween. We're only a week late.
Uploading every other day. But regardless, hello, today is October 30th. I literally woke up just a little bit ago. My plan was to dress up today and obviously tomorrow for Halloween. But I woke up and I did not feel an ounce of motivation to actually dress up. Like, hi, I am Mike Wazowski.
What did you do with your day?
Makeup moment. I don't know if I'm feeling it today, and I don't know if I'll be feeling it tomorrow. I do have a costume for tomorrow, but it's okay. Like a simple
the Sully costume. We saw it.
Mike Wazowski moment.
I actually think this is really cute for a shirt or a dress idea. I like it.
It's cute. It's cute. And I am wearing like green hoops, like whatever. I didn't do my makeup. It's fine. But I do want to say I'm filling this freaking globe.
Okay. Right. Why is it upside down?
We are getting there, folks. We are almost done.
I know why it's upside down. Shut up, Zach.
I am on step 13. Oh my gosh, it's been so fun. It's like when I'm done with that, I don't have another Lego. And this time of year, like I'm spending my money on other people because it's Christmas. So speaking of Christmas, there is a YouTuber that
I prefer the mic over the Sully costume. 100%, yes.
Actually collabing with.
Who's she collabing with?
This Vlogmas.
Who are you collabing with? Is it Carly and Johanna? Johanna? Like Johannesburg? Johan.
Hold on. Hello?
Hi, so they don't have the
Oh my god. I forgot this was in this.
texture you're looking for.
What you mean?
It's like glossy paper.
Oh, no. I don't want glossy. All right, I love you. Celine went to go pick up her medicine at Walmart, and I really wanted a, like one of the... Oh.
Thanks so much, Feline. Annie with an L, good morning. Thank you for the super chat. I hope you're enjoying your coffee. Annie says, this glow, but no one cares. So much of this, no one cares, Annie. But to be fair, we're only watching this one piece of Amby, and then we're going to get into our retro reacts to Chantal. So I'll be on Globe Watch for you.
Ooh, yeah, those are good. Okay. Thank you, babe.
All right, mommy.
I love you.
I love you.
Bye-zer.
Bye-zer.
She went to go pick up her medicine, and I was actually in the shower, so I didn't go with her, but...
She couldn't wait? I don't know. Go out and do cute errands together? No, just me? All right,
I wanted this, like, really big poster board, because I was going through my old Instagram photos. I have been...
Poster board Instagram.
Doing that because I am deleting my Instagram photos. Like,
oh my god. I hope there's an archive.
Like almost every single one of them. And it's been really interesting to go back and look at stuff from like 2013.
Not really. I mean, I don't care.
It's like, whoa. But,
I don't really look at the Instagram.
yeah, I kind of just wanted to like start over on Instagram in that regard, but I also wanted to like see the past shit that I have posted. So
right, like quality time. Even if it's not like quality time, it's still like out doing stuff.
I've been like just going through one by one. It
hey,
has been
good to see you.
A couple weeks I've been doing this because I just do it sporadically. If that's a word. Anyways, so I was looking at my old Instagram and I saw a picture.
How is it one?
That I drew for one of my exes, and it's like I used to doodle. I love doodling, but like the whole page would be covered. And so when Feline went to Walmart, I was like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity to get like a really big piece of poster board so I can create like a really big one, just like my downtime or like times when I want to binge or just like.
I'm sorry, are you just making a big poster board doodle? Is that, sorry, am I hearing that correct?
A moment where I kind of just want to maybe turn on some white noise or whatever it may be and just kind of calm myself. I really do enjoy therapeutic things that calm me throughout the day. Yes, I go to therapy, but it's nice to do things throughout the week when I'm not actually talking to my psychologist. That just makes me feel good. And
yeah, self-care is really important, finding ways to self-soothe. I mean, Amy's got a lot of time to fill. So, George, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. I appreciate it. George says, are you able to send out notifications during a stream? If so, can you notify me when she's over? I can't stand her. Love you though, Polster. Love you too, George. Thank you very much for the super chat and the support. I appreciate it. We'll tell you what, if you just keep like one earbud in, I'll just yell for you when we're done. Does that help? Is that like a notification? That kind of works, right? Thank you for the super chat.
Focused, and sometimes it makes me feel unfocused where I don't have to think about certain topics. Oh, speaking of certain topics, I know I'm all over the place. Oh my god.
Same. It's okay. Relatable.
What is happening? You guys, I did this the first exercise and I cried. I freaking cried. Oh my god, it was
really into this book. Do I need to pick up a copy of this book?
So powerful, and it was so good. The basis for the first exercise is trauma, and maybe I could share with you guys one of these days what I wrote. I would love to, because I want you.
Feline, I swear.
Last call, I promise.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Okay. You're good.
Okay. Do we like
We do like.
You like the green?
Yeah, I do. Are you gonna get
You
it?
like the red flannel more?
This is why you go shopping with your partner.
That feels very like lumberjack.
Lumberjack. Okay, my other.
It's flannels, by the way. It's flannels. Just heads up, FYI. It's flannels. George, thank you very much for joining the channel as a member, mate. I appreciate it. Welcome to Popstar.
Option.
I like it. What do you
Which
prefer?
one do you like more though?
I'm currently vlogging, by the way.
Oh god, this... What is the background? Help my brain. What is going... Is this a blanket or like a table or a mat? What is this artwork?
Oh shit, my bad.
No, you're good. I'm showing them because you can't see you, so I'm showing them like what you're showing me.
I'm so confused by what the phone is sitting on.
Oh,
What is the phone sitting on?
I like that one.
this one more?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be comfy cozy.
Comfy cozy.
All right, babe.
They parrot each other's phrases. It's great.
I love you.
Bye. I love you.
So great.
She's so cute. What was I saying?
Oh wait, that was a MacBook? Oh, I'm stupid.
Oh my god.
It just looked like a phone.
She wanted to buy a new jacket because if you guys saw in like my
Oh,
recent
it's a
haul, there was
MacBook.
a
Well, Lindsay, now you have to change the background.
jacket that she got. But she wanted like a different one. She also kept the one that she got, but she wanted a different because she likes it so much. She wanted a different color.
It's okay, Sarah. I'm also done.
I was talking about this. I do want to open up to you guys a bit more about like some of my past stuff, so you guys can just maybe be like, oh, okay, I understand her a little bit more. And plus, it's just good. Like, I want people to relate a little
Oh, Alex, I hope you're feeling okay, mate. I'm sorry to hear that.
bit to who I am as a person. I feel like relating is builds connections between people. So,
Oh, this was interesting from
you
memory.
guys can just maybe be like, oh, okay, I understand her a little bit more. And plus, it's just good. Like, I want people to relate a little bit to who I am as a person. I feel like relating is
No, this is stupid, but actually there's a point.
She's so cute. What was I saying? Oh my god. She wanted to buy a new jacket because if you guys saw in like my recent haul, there was a jacket that she got, but she wanted like a different one.
I so don't care.
She also kept the one that she got, but she wanted a different because she likes it so much. She wanted a different color.
Really don't
I was talking about this. I do want to
Yes.
open up to you guys a bit more about like some of my past stuff, so you guys can just
How much? I mean,
maybe like,
we've been doing this for 10 years.
oh, okay, I understand her a little bit more. And plus, it's just good. Like, I want people to relate a little bit to who I am as a person. I feel like relating is builds connections between people. So I really want that connection between all of us. Okay, so
Okay, well, I mean, I've told you how I relate to specific circumstances, but then you know, then you're out here telling us you're looking for a sympathy bone, and it's kind of, different. Can't relate to that.
I was on Instagram. I was looking at my past pictures, and I saw that, I used to do like doodle posters, and I would draw them for other people, and I like really enjoyed doing it. It was like something I like
We're gonna have to not say the phrase doodle posters. We'll have to workshop that.
really enjoyed. And,
It's fine.
I just need therapeutic things to do.
Fine.
No. Anyways, so that's why I asked her, like, will you get me a poster board? But they don't have like the really big poster board that I wanted. So she got me like
Sorry, are we 7?
paper that's a little bit bigger than average size, which is gonna work perfectly. And she also got me these markers, so I'm so excited. We can do like random updates in my vlogs of me creating my little poster moment.
It's so painful. It's like a war of attrition. 7 minutes talking about a poster board. Nice.
Who am I? I don't know. I literally do things that
good.
little children do. Why do I have to justify myself? I always feel like I have to justify myself. Like, this is why I like to do Legos. This is why I like to doodle. This is why, like, it doesn't matter.
You know what? You could just not tell us and just show us. And just stop it.
Like, it doesn't. But I always feel like I have to justify myself to people. I don't know. Justification, Lynn. Justification. I am on the weirdest sleeping schedule right now.
I mean, personally, I'm holding out for the justification of the cookie crying video.
I'm, like, massively tired right now. But I need to stay awake. I need to fix this freaking sleeping schedule.
Brendan, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
No, it's not that it, like, matters per se. Because it's like, I get about 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Depending. So it's like, who cares when I do those 6 to 8 hours of sleep? Who
No, okay, she's got points. She's making points. It's fine. Everything's fine.
cares if it's 1 p.m. to 9 p.m.? Who cares if it's 8 p.m. to 4 a.m.? Like, who cares when I do it as long as I do it? I don't know why y'all would care. 'Cause I know a lot of people are like, what is your sleeping schedule like? Like, what do you, like, you're so deep.
If you were living with a partner and you had control over when you had to wake up and when you had to go, or when you could wake up and when you could go to bed, wouldn't you want to spend as much quality time with your partner with them awake and be on the same sleep schedule as them, considering you live together? Like, that makes more sense to me than just, oh no, I'll just go to bed at like 9 a.m. and sleep till 1 p.m. or whatever the hell she's saying. Meanwhile, Feline's out there, work? So, Amby, you're telling me you're just sleeping through the day while your partner is working? Is that how that's working? Okay, great. I'm sure you spend a lot of quality time together then.
Easy. Ma'am, what? It doesn't matter when I get 6 hours of sleep, as long as I get them, right? No, the reason why my goal is to freaking fix my sleeping schedule is because freaking Feline, she has like a decent sleeping schedule. She wakes up in the morning, she does her work, she goes to sleep.
Right, Lottie, now I'm following the logic. Thank you for that.
At a decent time. And, she wants me to copy that energy so we can spend more time together. And I've always had problems with sleeping. I've had insomnia since I was a child. And I think if I...
How are you managing that?
I think if I read you and showed you guys that first exercise in this here book of trauma, I think you would understand why I got the insomnia. You might be able to have a little glimpse of that. So maybe I could share that one day.
I mean, whatever. I also feel like that talking point is 10 years old. Jeez Louise.
I just want to feel like I'm in a little bit of a safer space.
You have been living with wifey for months? Years? Is this not a supportive, caring, loving environment here? Is that what you're trying to tell us? She's buying you flannel.
For that. Anyway, so I'm Mike, and that's my pre-Halloween costume. I'm sorry that I didn't do my makeup. I was going to do it, different.
A year plus? It has been a year plus, hasn't it?
Than usual. There was going to be green. It was going to be a whole...
All right, so Brandon and Marissa, are you guys okay? Do you need a hug?
Moment, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling now. So here is the good old paper she got me.
Mini poster boards. Okay, so Lottie, turns out your theory is incorrect. She did get poster boards.
And then the markers. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Oh, you should have got the paint pens I got. They're rad.
To start.
How many markers do you think Amby's bought over the course of her time on YouTube? It must be in the thousands. Easily.
It's been it's been years since I doodled like this. I don't even know if I still have it in me, but...
I mean, you did scratch art a couple of weeks ago, so I'm sure you've got applying felt tip marker to poster board in year 2.
We'll see. I'm actually about to make
847. Good number, who?
something to eat. She's making eggs and what?
Eggs with some habanero, mushrooms, and broccoli.
Ooh, sounds good. Ooh, pickles.
And
fridge haul. We haven't had a fridge peek in a minute. Okay, there's some rosé. I see you. Rosé. What's that down the bottom? Is that Ozempic? Me and my stupid eyeballs. Hold on. What's this? Does that say Ozempic? Is that a box of Ozempic? Are those? I thought that was milk. I thought that was what's the evaporated milk in the box? Not evaporated, but the boxes in the milk boxes, not the. God damn it. Okay, so we've got a stock of Ozempic. I'm pretty sure that says Ozempic on the side. I can't really... Not canned milk. Milk carton? Well, kind of, but they're they're warm. Is it... What's it called? Is it DHL? Nope. You... Shut up, Zach. It's not condensed. Okay. Anyway. Long life. UHT. Oh my god. Thank god. It is warm milk, technically. Anyway, so we've found a stock of Ozempic, which is weird. Amby said you stopped. Didn't she say she stopped taking it? Okay. Anyway, whatever. We've got some rosé. That's nice. We've got some sauces and stuff. That looks like minced garlic. Can't see what's up under there. What else have we got? We've got a vegetable crisper. We've got some meat goods. We've got some eggs. We've got pickles and salsa or something of some kind. Right. And they're veggies. Yay. Excellent. There you go. Is the rosé open? The rosé is half drunk, yes. And I'm pretty sure if my eyes aren't befuddling me, there's maybe that is I think that's one of those glass stoppers in the top. Not the cork. That's good. That's good.
Some habanero.
Long life milk. God, thank you.
Mushrooms and broccoli.
me, on the other hand... Oh, that steak is still froze. Yeah.
I can't... As someone who eats chicken breasts a lot, I I cannot eat steak every day. That's not in the budget.
I'm gonna try to find some chicken sausage or something. I don't really know.
Okey
So this is what I decided.
My fave. I mean, not the processed chicken sausage, but it's chicken and broccoli by any other name. I need about 3 times the amount of broccoli, though.
To make stir fries have definitely been
Looks
my
good.
go-to.
I say that, but I would probably cook the onion a little bit earlier to make it translucent, so it's not all just kind of bung in there at once.
This is just some chicken sausage
Also, if you're gonna make broccoli that small, just buy the frozen stuff. It's much cheaper.
with broccoli, white onion, and scallop.
That's only me because we had broccoli at like $13 a kilo or something ridiculous for fresh.
I'm gonna add a little bit of sriracha and soy sauce, and that's pretty much gonna be it. So here is my costume.
Let's just call it a dress. It's a dress. It's fine.
It is pretty cute. It's comfy. It has pockets. Us girls or guys or non-binaries love pockets.
Everybody loves pockets. Down.
I actually got it from Torrid. I'm sure y'all probably figured that out.
No
but right
way.
now,
Shocked. I'm shocked.
we're actually about to paint some pumpkins.
13 minutes.
They're not real. They're like foam. You can like cut into it and stuff, but I think that we're gonna paint them.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what she's gonna paint hers, but I think I'm gonna paint mine as my I thought I had something right here. It's part of the face. I'm gonna paint my pumpkin in my costume.
Your dress. Got it. You're going to make a Mike Wazowski pumpkin.
Look at the paint
You know what I would have done? I would have just dipped it in glue and then coated it in glitter. That would have been my go-to.
because I'm hoping that I even have the right colors to do
Burying my decorations.
said thing. I'm also hoping that I have the right paintbrushes. We haven't looked, so keep our fingers crossed. All right, so hi, baby girl. We do have paint.
Twinkie, how are your nails?
We haven't looked, so keep our fingers crossed.
Sorry, I forgot to continuously call that out every
All right.
time.
Okay, so
Okay, I'm on Now Watch. I cannot see. Oh my god, Twinkie, you look so precious. And congratulations, Twonk. If you can do it, anybody can do it.
hi, baby girl. We do have paint. We have some
I don't know if that's hair or nail.
Mondo Llama artist watercolors.
No, they still look obscenely long. Amby, just in case you're watching, please make sure Twinkie's nails get cut because they seem incredibly long. Just FYI.
Some of these moments, but this is what I'm gonna be using
Acrylic paint.
because I need that fella, that one, that one. We need a white moment. So
I think you pointed to purple there, but
here she is. This right here is a Goodwill box that I have to give to Goodwill. Let's do it.
man, the amount of capitalism, am I right? Just the amount of stuff that must come in and out of this apartment on like a monthly basis. Wild.
So while we paint,
Is that a typewriter under there?
we're on Hulu.
That's a typewriter under there. Cute. I have a typewriter too.
There's this movie called Abandoned that I'm assuming
Makes a good talking point.
is horror, but Emma Roberts. Who's Roberts? Emma Roberts is in it as the main character. So hell yeah, it's about her, her husband, her baby. They move into a house, and you know how haunteds go. So that's what we're watching now. We're about like, I don't know, almost 10 minutes in. All right, so the
Weird sidebar, but okay.
first thing I'm gonna do.
Oh, it's a Lego. That's the Lego one. Oh, I have a real typewriter. Underwood. Oh, it's an Underwood portable typewriter, so it's really cool. So back in the day, they had typewriters that also came with like a carry box, so you could like close the latch over the top of it, lock it, and then carry it around like a very, 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 very heavy suitcase, but about this big. Underwood. I'm pretty sure it's like 19 early 1900s. And it's got the workbook with it as well, which is really cool. So you can go through and check out someone's like typing class from, I'm pretty sure it's from like the 40s. I want to say 40s, maybe 30s. Maybe even earlier than that. Why do I feel like it's earlier than that? Please hold on. I'm just going to leave you to watch Amber paint.
Is I'm actually gonna start with his eye. I was gonna say eyes until I realized there's only one. I'm afraid that I'm fixing to butcher this. Oh my god. There's no turning back. I'm just gonna go for it. Oh my god. There it is, folks.
No,
We
couldn't
have
find
begun.
it.
And I'm afraid to do anything else. Now, it is time.
Sorry I left you with a different babysitter. I'm sorry. I have a feeling it's 1916 or 1918. Anyway, whatever.
For the bluish, greenish part of the eyeball.
Wait, what are we doing here?
Oh my god.
Pencils. Pencils first.
I'm trying to do this in a way to where I don't, it's so blurry, I'm sorry, where I don't have to like wait for
Not holding the camera and trying to paint. This is the nightmare.
anything to dry because I'm just too impatient.
This paint's not working.
So I'm trying to be mathematical here, folks. Mathematical.
This paint's not working.
All right, you guys, it's hard to do like this, so I will see you in a second. Okay.
All right, artists in the chat, how do we fix this? First of all, get a tripod. Second of all,
So
do we need to like sand it down to apply this acrylic paint?
this paint,
Because I would have stopped here and been like, this isn't working. This looks like buttercream frosting. This is not working the way you think it's gonna work.
like let's be honest here. So I'm gonna try the rest of the
Start again. Primer and thin layers. Ah, Lucas, there you go. Would sanding work though? Instead, if you didn't have a primer. Oh, primer, like what you put on your eyelids. Look at me. The world's colliding. Makeup and painting.
eye with this paint and see, you know, if there's a difference. It might just be that these pumpkins don't want to be painted on.
Like, do you need something for the paint to grip onto? Does it just not want to grip onto like this plastic film or whatever the hell's on it?
So
Probably.
I don't know. Let's see if this makes a difference.
Well, it's not a real pumpkin, Sarah.
I feel
Nope.
like
Nope.
it's a little better.
Nope.
Not.
Nope.
See,
Not
it's
better.
just like so
Also, get your tripod.
clear.
Or just like put your camera down.
Does that make sense? It just doesn't feel
Where did you put your camera when you were eating the cookie? Put it there so we can like get two hands on this.
as solid.
This is a two-hand job.
Oh well, this is just, you know, for the funsies of it. This isn't no like art competition. This actually looks like a kindergartner.
Oh my god. Wow, Pack. Yeah, I did not pin the disclaimers. Look, we're starting with Amby, alright? Well, actually, we mixed things up, that's why, because we started with TikTok and I got all kinds of confused. There we go. Yeah, hold on, I'll fix the thing. I'm so sorry, everybody. There it is. Pin the thing. Also, did I miss someone's membership? I think I did. No, I did not. Just maybe me being stupid. That one.
Has done it, but you know,
Primer, multiple thin layers and better quality paint and quality brushes. I mean, I think the brush is doing okay.
that's totes fine. That's totally fine.
Look, I mean, I think you can make magic with tools that are from anywhere. I just think, yeah, I definitely think this pumpkin needed some preparation.
So Feline is doing Naruto, and she's drawing her clouds, I'm assuming.
Smart, Feline penciled it out.
And then she's going to use paint, but she's going to discover the paint does not like these pumpkins at all.
Is this what led to the cookie situation?
So I'm
Feel like
actually
it
going to
is.
show you guys when I
I feel like it is.
used a real pumpkin with similar paint. It was just a few years ago. I'm actually going to put it right here real quick for you guys. This is when I did Jack, which was so much fun. So I feel like we should have got real pumpkins, but it's okay. I mean, the experience is still fun. So now I'm about to go in.
Oceana, thank you for the super chat, mate. I appreciate it. Oceana says, I love seeing your beautiful face this morning. Good morning, Oceana. Thank you for the compliment and for the super chat. I hope you're having a fabulous day. That's very kind of you. Happy Monday. Hi, hi, hi. The paint is not painting.
Actually, should I do his mouth next?
No, you should stop and start again.
Let me do his mouth
Just wipe it off. And I'm sure this paint has not even made a stain.
real quick. I was about to like start coloring his
Oh, maybe it has.
head, but let me do the mouth. I'll be right back. Alrighty. There's his mouth. I tried to make him look like scared / like, damn, I'm kind of ugly.
I do appreciate the mouth.
Alright, this is the part that I'm the most excited for because I don't have to like actually try. I just
These dainty little paintbrushes
Kinda go for
for
it.
this giant slab of pumpkin.
so I want you guys to be a part of this with me. Oh.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I just kind of go for it. So I want you guys to be a part of this with me. Oh. How sad.
I could barely keep it in. No. Sometimes you just gotta have a good time, you know? Do you know what I mean?
What sign is that? I'm thinking about actually painting on a canvas.
Breathe. That made my head hurt.
Because something about this just screams relaxing, therapeutic. Like, I love painting. I'm just, like, not good at it, so.
I'm sorry, Pac. I say that, but... Look, you gotta take your shot, right?
You know, it's one of them situations. There's an update on her.
Maybe it's the rewind button that I need taken away from me. The slow-mo, I feel like, has its place, but if I hear it and then I can just... It's the rewind that needs to be taken away.
Now she's coloring in the clouds. Did you make that color?
Yeah.
With what colors?
Crimson red and like an orange red.
Oh. All right, folks. I think I give up.
I actually think this is quite endearing and very cute. It's just a shame she didn't stop, and I don't know what she could have done or what she has in the house to make it paint better, but I actually think this is kind of cute. It's a melty mic.
It's just this paint is not taking to this pumpkin, but thankfully the paint that she chose to use is, so I'm happy for her on that regard because
It does kind of look coated in slime. Yes, you're right.
mine looks horrendous, so this is the one that's working for her. It's the watercolor
Lucas has requested layers. Ah, well, maybe if she didn't go in so thick the first time, yes.
ones. And mine was acrylic, so I just don't think, I don't know. Which is fine. I'm going to go see if I have any canvases left, which I'm pretty sure I do.
Also, she only painted halfway. Oh.
So, I'm just going to give up on this fella. I mean, the front of his face is cute, but it's just, he looks...
Also, not these paintbrushes just laying on... Do you all see this? Paintbrushes laying on this foam marble top table. Just here, that's going to leave a stain.
like he's
This is why you get a little jar of water.
melting, and he's just not
See, 2 of them are hanging off the edge. That's going to stain the floor if that drops. This blue one's probably going to leave a mark.
happy. It's okay, Mike. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Trying to do a thumbnail.
Don't worry, I got it.
Yeah, so here is Mike and Mike Jr., if you will. And we do have canvases.
Oh, good.
We have 2 smalls and 2 mediums. So I don't know what we're going to come up with, but we're going to come up with something. So
We're going to see it.
here's an update on Feline's. Wow, that paint looks amazing. Like, it actually is working. You know what I'm saying? And I am about to create, I'm just using the smaller
Kind of feel like this led to the cookie situation.
one for now.
It's like Mike
I don't
didn't
really know
turn
what I'm
out,
about to do,
you know?
but let's do it.
Ooh, spoopy. Ooh, editing, background noises. Going all out in this. I think you need thinner layers.
So here
Less paint.
is my ghost. What are these called again? Candy corn. My ghost candy corn. I don't like candy corn. I think they're cute, but they taste disgusting. Do you like candy corn?
Candy corn is the worst candy ever invented.
I never had candy corn. Can't give you my insight.
Okay, there it is, folks. And she is almost done with her pumpkin.
Oh, one. No, even when they're imperfect, they're perfect, though.
I am thinking about maybe
Little monster dudes. How can they be wrong?
actually using the bigger canvas and just doing something else. I mean, I'm not the best painter in the world, but I just have a lot of
Candy corn tastes like wax. Oh, we've got a shamed candy corn lover in the chat, Brandon. I'm sorry, you've been called out.
fun doing it. Like, that looks so bad. I might actually add like some white little dots or something to add
Oh yeah, spooky ghost in the sky, maybe?
something more to it. Wow, it is completed. It looks like you bought that professional
Oh,
online.
please.
It looks so good.
You're nice with the compliments, Amby.
Are you gonna do a canvas moment?
Yeah, I can do a canvas moment.
I'm excited. So I added the polka dots, which makes it look so much better. And my
Sure, there's more interesting things on there.
Mike has almost dried and he looks so sad. But here's
No, Mike would look great. Just paint him again.
Feline's. It looks
Just layer it on. It's fine.
so professionally done. But here's our cute little Halloween moment. I love that for us. We have not finished the movie
I hope she goes back and repaints Mike.
because our attention spans are
Wait, it's already November 7th. Mike's in the bin.
Very short. All right, you guys.
Mike's
This
gone.
is Chucky's
Oh my
second edition. They're literally just themed collectibles hidden inside. Let's open these. So this is the same day and same moment as my last vlog when I opened the little mini brand. But I didn't want to like bombard you guys with too much toys in one video. So I
Too many toys.
decided to add this to this vlog. So here's the first one. But if you guys don't know anything about me, you should know.
Okay, chat, I would like everybody to yell out what Amby could potentially reuse these plastic capsules for, because, like I always say, this waste is going to end up in a turtle's stomach. So how about we find a way to reuse these? Hey, Amby, since you bought new paints, maybe you could, like, paint these little capsule things into something interesting, something decorative that you could keep around the house and not throw out so a turtle doesn't choke on it. That'd be great.
That I am Chucky obsessed. I've been watching since I was a little girl with my grandma.
Earrings, Hugh. There you go. She could sell earrings. She ever tried that?
So let's do this. This is for you, Grandma.
Oh, Easter eggs. That would be a banger. And Easter's just around the corner. Well, she could make like an advent calendar out of them. She could get a canvas, open all of them, take the halves and put something cute in them and then stick them to the canvas and then like cut out the back of it, make an advent calendar or something. I don't know, something crafty. Crafty Lynn is here to stay.
First things first. Chucky sticker. And I actually love it. So worth the price already.
Is it, Amby? Is it worth the price? You got a sticker of Chucky in plastic that will take thousands of years to break down. And never really break down. It will just be in our ecosystem until the end of time. But thank you. Hey ho, thanks for the super chat, mate. I appreciate it. Who says she can paint them into Christmas ornaments. I think you spelt that incorrectly. There's no D. It's ornaments. Thank you for the super chat, and that's actually a great idea. She could make Christmas ornaments.
Ball number 2. Ooh, a bracelet that says...
No, Lucas, this one has a bracelet.
Oughta do... Wait. Oh my god, is Chucky gonna come get me? You know what? I'm not gonna say that for real because I'm afraid. I do not want Chucky to come visit me. Ball number 3.
I'm so glad someone paid for this.
What is this? So I opened her up, and I'm pretty sure it's a magnet. Feline says don't put it on my computer because it's a magnet, so I'm just gonna, put it right there. Ball
Rarity, take me with you.
number 4. What? Oh, it's a keychain!
Yay.
I just want to play. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, wait, open.
Can Amby just get into, like, thrift shopping or something, please? Can Amby get really invested in Facebook Marketplace? Something. Just anything that isn't the continued, like, materialistic BS that we're currently seeing. That'd be great. If Amby could get really into thrifting, that'd be great. I'd really like to see that. Not this plastic tat shit that ends up in a bin or in landfill.
I'm like impatient. I love this. Oh, I actually love that. That's my favorite thing so far besides
Plants and thrifting. That's what Amby should spend all of her time doing. That would be so much better than opening all of this plastic crap.
the sticker. Ball number 5. What? I love how I just have no idea what I'm going in for and I'm just like clueless. Wait, it feels like an eraser. Yes, it's a Chucky eraser. Wait, these things are so
Cringe, I don't know.
like random. So this is ball number 6. I feel like people buy things like this is because it's like a mystery and that's what makes it fun, honestly.
You know what? She wouldn't even need to thrift old furniture. She could thrift friggin' old, like, earrings, jewelry. I don't know, get really invested in something. Like vintage pieces of something. Just, I don't know. Find a hobby that isn't plastic-centric like this mess. This is now the second vlog where we've watched Amby just open tat.
So here we go.
Not even like interesting tat with a story. This is just plastic, toxic tat.
Oh my god, what? Wait, is this shoelaces?
Wow.
I am deceased times 12.
Wow.
Wait, I'm gonna admit, I don't think I would ever wear Chucky shoelaces, but
I don't think anyone ever would. I mean, that's not fair. I'm sure someone out there would, but not like this.
I love it. I love the random. Ball number 7. Ooh, what is this?
Is it another magnet?
Oh, it's a pin.
Oh, woohoo.
Look at
Not mad at a pin, though. Again, if Amby started making pins, wouldn't be mad.
that. Ball number 8. Want to play? Yes, I do. Actually, no, I don't. Do not come for me, Chucky. And don't come for me, audience. This feels like an eraser, but I know it's not. It's just a little thingamajigger. I don't really know. Like, you can put this on a lanyard. Last but
You could throw it in the bin. An animal could eat it.
not least, We have a patch, a Chucky patch. Wait, I love this. So I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I almost wonder what other things could I have open. There were
Please do not buy another bag of these things, Amby.
so many bags there
No, don't. Don't do it. Don't go back.
at Walmart, where this is where I got this, by the way. So it's like, what else? Like, it's so random. Sticker, magnet, pin, freaking shoelaces.
Is it random or is it just like promotional shit from the movie that they couldn't shift and they've decided to coat in plastic and sell in bags for like $3 at the local Walmart? Oh, I hate it so much. Steph, thank you for the super chat and so for saving me. Steph says, if Christmas crackers and show bags had a baby, down 100%. It's just missing the fun hat.
I'm gonna be putting this on my keys. I actually love this. This is my favorite thing, I think.
Uh-huh. Thanks for watching. Oh, boo. That was boo. Terrible. Bad. Boo. Anyway, all right. So for those of you who are booping out because you were here to watch Amby, hi. If you'd like to hit the like button on your way out, I'd appreciate that. And while you're all here, if you'd like to hit the like button, I'd appreciate that too. Oh, that was terrible. All right, time to get into some retro reactions with Foodie Beauty. Now, Foodie's going to inspire and motivate me to be a better person moving forward in all things. And it doesn't matter how much of her content that she deletes, there's plenty of it for me to be like, you know what, tomorrow I'm going to do something good. We're going to start off with 10 weird facts about me. And this is specifically aimed at anybody who might not know Foodie very well, who might have skipped a couple of narratives in Foodie's YouTube career. And this is from the middle of 2018. So, let's go.
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Lottie shade.
They're gonna see, Sam. They're gonna see what you do, Sam.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
What you
Turn it
do,
up.
Sam? You know what you do, Sam?
There we go.
Sam.
Aw.
You left because...
That's fair, Petty.
Ta-da! You disrupted our cuddle session, BB Chance. Are you gonna cuddle me?
Okay, old house with BB. Cats are still there. Is this the same clothing rack?
Come here, pretty girl.
I feel like this is the same. No, it's a green screen, isn't it? I feel like it's the same one that we saw in the villa. Huh, weird. Daily, hello, thank you very much for the super chat. Happy spring, my friend. Daily says, it was snoozing and lurking, heard the words plant, reported for duty. Heck yes to Amber getting into growing things. 100%. It would be so much better than her just buying plastic tat. And she's got that beautiful, like, patio space that we didn't even know existed. She could literally just walk outside onto the balcony and grow all of the plants in the world. I understand Kentucky gets cold as well, but, like, I'm sure they have banging springs and summers. She could become a plant fan.
Pretty girl. Are you here for round 2, Sam? You came back, didn't you, Sam? Oh.
Oh, also, this is an alert that we're now watching Foodie. I feel like I needed to do that.
Okay. Okay. Ooh.
Oh, Hugh, that's great. Congratulations.
What are you doing, Sam?
That's awesome to hear. Everyone's going to be snug.
Are you beezing? This is beezing behaviors. This is very beezing behaviors. You're showing your private, Sam. Nobody knows.
Turns out cat deflection existed at all times. Yes.
It's a mystery. Yes.
Ding ding, it's Foodie time.
God.
I do need a bell.
My butt's sticking to the chair. I hate summer.
This is pre-modest Foodie, FYI.
When winter comes, I'm so excited when it's like 40 below for summer to come because I like wearing flip-flops all year long and my toes get freezing when it's when there's 30 centimeters of snow. But yeah,
Modern day Foodie doesn't have to worry about snow.
I don't like the
In Kuwait, I mean.
sticky, the sweaty, you know. Anyways, guys, I thought I would do like a different, I wanted to do 2 videos because this one is different subject matter than the last video I did. The subject of this video is I made a list of 10 weird facts about me, and I might make this into a series. Let me know if you like it.
I don't think it got made into a series, sadly, because I was just like, ooh, let's see if I can find like just weird side pieces that Chantel has kept up on her channel. No, I think this was the only 10 weird facts about me. I'm sure there's been plenty of other Q&As in the past, don't get me wrong, and look, at a future time we will no doubt delve words into that. But for now, we've got 10 fun facts. George is back. Thank you for the super chat, George. George says, thanks for the Amber alert. Amby alert. Amby. You're welcome, George. Thank the chat, though. They were the ones who were yelling.
I think I'm a very strange person. I think we all have like quirky things. If you were to just sit down and make a list of things that Just think of things about you that you could write down, and some of them are probably strange. And if you're a YouTuber and you want to do this, I guess it could be a tag, like a weird facts about me tag. Please
God, tags on YouTube, what a time.
do it. I would love to watch your videos. All right.
Like 8 years ago.
So let's get to mine. This here, I wrote it in my handbook for the recently deceased. Number 1.
I think it was deceased, right?
I can't scream.
I'm sorry, what?
And I realized this one yesterday when Bibi and I were watching the new Ghostbusters movie, and there was a man who screamed, and I'm like, can I scream? I don't know, I haven't screamed. So I tried screaming, and I can't scream. It's so odd. I'm like, I should be able to scream, right?
My eardrums and memory are going to say that you developed the ability to scream for Pete's to fetch your Uber Eats pretty quickly after this.
Anyways. 2. I'm only attracted to Chris Evans, Captain America, the actor
You all read my mind. Thank you.
who plays Captain America, with a beard. I've seen him in all his other movies or whatever, and I just
Her face shape looks different. I mean, you're not wrong.
he did nothing for me. With a beard in the most recent movie I've seen him in, it was just like, I think it was the Infinity War movie. I was just like, wow, he's really
You can't scream on cue.
handsome. Number 3, I prefer odd numbers over even numbers, and I know a lot of people are very obsessive compulsive when it comes to odd and even numbers, and a lot of people prefer even numbers.
Okay, so far, she can't scream. She only finds Chris Evans handsome with a beard, and she prefers odd over even numbers. Which do you prefer? Like, would you prefer 3 months of this or 3 months of the Kuwait vlogs? If you had to choose one, you know?
And I actually prefer odd numbers, especially the number 3. As
Llama said, I can't turn left on the runway. I see
an
you.
example, do you find the number 3, like a trio of things, more satisfying somehow than the number 4? I don't know what it is. That's just me. 4, I dislike pop music only because it is popular. That's the only reason I can really think of that I hate it so much.
Wow. She's gonna first of all tell on herself by the end of this video. Second of all, explain exactly why this is, and you're right.
When I listen to like a top 40 radio that plays all the pop hits, I roll my eyes every song, and it puts me in a bad mood. I don't know if it's just like I like to be contrary on purpose.
It's that one.
But I don't like pop music because it's popular. 5.
Doesn't like pop music, big fan of Madonna. Make that make sense.
I hate social media. I hate it.
Infamous and world-renowned YouTuber Foodie Beauty hates social media. Currently married to a man she met online in Kuwait. News at 11.
Which is why I'm so back up on all my messages. I just don't like social media. I never did, even before doing YouTube. I like the whole, like, turn on a camera and talk to it, but I don't like... And I do like interacting with a lot of you, for sure.
Did try to ruin Dua Lipa. She pretty much ruined the weekend for a lot of people, but she almost got to Dua Lipa. Not for me, though.
But for some reason,
You're
I don't
right.
like other social media outlets. Like, I don't mind YouTube, but I don't know. I just don't really like social media. Number 6, I like being alone. Maybe that has something to do with number 5, but I don't know. But I love being alone, and I've discovered that a lot recently. A lot of people will comment, like, you're alone all the time. Why don't you go out and socialize, see your friends? And I do have
Well, she did. She traveled halfway around the world to meet a friend.
a lot of friends.
Friend.
But I overall really just like being alone. I like going for walks alone. I like reading alone. I always had a lot of friends when I was a kid too. I had like a few best friends. I was never like a really huge social butterfly or anything, but I always like my favorite thing to do as a kid was, like I said, going under my favorite tree and just daydreaming and reading my books. That was what I loved to do as a kid. 7, I prefer being really cold over really hot.
We have 2 more. It's fine. No, 3 more. That's how math works.
And I say this I'm sure there's a lot of you that are like that, but it might be because of my
I chose to do this today.
weight. But even when I was smaller, even as a kid, I just always remember liking to be cold over hot, and being too hot
Lucas, 100% every other
makes me
week.
feel ill. Maybe that's why. But I don't know another single person in my life who prefers being cold over hot, and that's why it's on this list. Number 8.
Okay. Prefers to be cold over hot. Moved to Kuwait from Canada. That makes sense.
I do not like Neapolitan ice cream. I really don't like it. I don't understand how people like it. It's just
I don't like how it's 3 of the most boring ice cream flavors. Come on, there's like mint chocolate chip, pralines and cream. There's so many other interesting flavors, and I take the 3 most boring and they put them together, hoping that it will make it interesting. I don't like it.
She has a vendetta against Neapolitan ice cream.
Number 9 is very disturbing, and you are probably gonna think I'm crazy. Well, anyway, I can't argue that. So, remember whenever like Motorola had those flip phones? I think one of my first phones ever might have been like, you know, early 2000s.
The Razors.
I don't know. Anyway.
Which I'm pretty sure they brought back last year? Was it last year? This year?
I can't remember the exact year, but I had a flip phone, Motorola flip phone, and then whenever, you know, that became outdated, I bought a new cell phone, so I decided to...
As you do, yeah. No, everyone's on board for this story, yes. Everybody needs to listen very intently to this story, Andraste. Very intently.
Sell that one on Kijiji. Well, for like the whole 2 years that I've had this flip phone, it had like record audio, and I was bored and I'm immature, and I really liked to record my farts so I could play them back and laugh, especially the loud ones. And for like 2 years I had recorded files of all my farts, and whenever I sold my phone, I forgot to delete those audio files. So whoever purchased that phone, whenever they got to the audio files, they would have discovered 2 years worth of recorded farts. And
do you think Mr. Creamy knows about this? I feel like Mr. Creamy needs to know this story. Specifically this story. But also, you know, she kind of graduated from the farts on the razor, and yeah, now we just have farts across the internet. So that is a weird fact. That is a weird fact. That right there, that is weird.
Number 10, last but not least, I don't even know why I thought about this, but I secretly like the song Every Time by Britney Spears. And that is it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know, it's fun to just like think about things about yourself and write them down and share them. And again, if you have a YouTube channel and you want to do this,
no, thank you. All right, next one. So just a little icebreaker, just a little get to know you with Chantal. All right, we're going straight into mukbangs. Omad mukbang, breaking my fast with the no diet diet. These really get me in the feels.
hello, Foodie Beauties.
Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey, 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 hey. My table is such a mess. I just got home. Was out all day
Yeah, no, indie musician, if anything, Brandon. You probably don't know them.
doing errands. And in my PJs now. I have to take my makeup off. So I wanted to do, I guess I thought, you know, I wanted to do a video today, but I'm going to do a Mystery Monday on Monday. So I thought I would just do, you know, what I do best. Eat! No, mukbang.
This is a different person.
My Omad mukbang. I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing today and just give you a bit of an update on how I'm doing with my 1 meal a day. So yeah, and just talk about random crap. So I made a salad here.
Nice.
Yes, it has cheese. I'll get to that in a minute. So just lettuce, black olives, Thousand Island dressing.
So this is when she was kind of vegan, not kind of vegan, coming out of the vegan, even though she wasn't actually vegan. FYI.
Cherry tomatoes and a bit of, I think that's a 1/4 cup of shredded cheddar. So I'm going to eat this later because I have to take my time and eat over the course of an hour. So I'm going to eat this last. Over here. Okay. So, and this is...
That's the diary! Oh my god! Streams are crossing. She used the little book as a little table topper for her plate that she had in the previous one. Oh, coinkydink.
This is my main meal of the day. This is this here, Knorr Selects. Knorr Selects, so there's no preservatives or anything. You use olive oil instead of butter.
I'm sorry, what is it?
Which I liked about that, although I do like butter. But,
rice?
Pickles. This pickle came like this. I think the guy in the factory was hungry.
No, I can't do it. You like the voice?
Whenever it comes time to eating my meal, I'm just like, yes. But you know what? Let me get to that in a minute. This is barbecue chicken breast. Some tater tots, and some broccoli and cheese tots. I saw so many people eating those. I'm like, I really want to try them, you know? So...
Try them. You'd never had tots before this?
And, of course, some water. So let's dig in.
I'll say this plate looks a little dry compared to mukbangs in the future.
You appreciate food more when you only eat it once a day. So I know you're probably wondering, well, you're probably not surprised that I'm back to eating animal products.
No, because you were lying about the veganism anyway.
I've been eating animal products. So I've come to a conclusion about myself. That the whole plant-based lifestyle is just not for me right now. I just can't do it. I love...
She was shaming people, though, about it. Oh boy, was she shaming.
Food too much. Like, I don't really like
you know, I don't want to eat just really healthy,
Hugh, yes, this was the BB era. You can tell because Brenda's in the background. Brenda's the name of the giraffe.
plant-based food. I don't enjoy it. And I feel like I'm just like forcing myself. Like when the first couple of days I did 1 meal a day and I was eating tons of fruits and vegetables and a lot of fiber, I felt
Something like that gloating, yes.
worse. I felt really bloated. Not that this meal's low carb, but I felt just really bloated. And I don't know, like I said before, when I have that trouble with high fiber, people say your body will adjust, but it's just not satiating for me right now, and I need to focus on...
Those words do not make sense in my brain. How is a high fiber diet not satiating? Go out and eat a head of broccoli and tell me you are still hungry.
Losing weight before anything else. And
Wild.
brings me to my next point.
Tater tots, though.
I know this doesn't look like diet food. It's not.
It's really not.
So oh my god, I
I mean, what is diet food? That's a whole rabbit hole to fall down. But
did so much research. I was up till
this does not look like Whole Foods.
5 in the morning, researching both sides. There's conflicting information for every single diet out there. I watched the Fathead documentary. I watched Forks Over Knives. I watched everything. And there's so much conflicting information that I don't
Oceana, I cannot hear the clicking joke.
trust nutrition science anymore. Like,
Just... Alright, Foodie's now going to belittle all of biology in 3, 2, 1. Do I like raw broccoli? Yes. Yes, I do like it raw, Lucas. Yes. Yeah, it's delicious.
there's just so much out there that, you know.
Personally, I like it kind of in between. Like, I want it crunchy, but I also want it steamy. Perfect world. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat, who says, did she say healthy food makes her bloated? In short, yes. Yeah, not a big fan of a high fiber diet, yes.
So I decided to just eat whatever the hell I want. And lose weight that way. Like, seriously, if you think about it, apparently you can do that with Omad. You can eat whatever you want. Now, since you're only eating once a day...
The same can't be said for cauliflower, though. Broccoli only. Cauliflower needs to be, like, overcooked.
You should technically try to make sure you're getting enough nutrition, but I take a multivitamin. No, but seriously...
This laugh is sending me...
You know, some days, some meals will be healthier than others or whatever, but... I think I found what's really going to work for me. I think the Omad is amazing because...
Spoiler alert. None of the things that we're talking about in the next 3 pieces of content worked out.
So far, so good. I haven't veered off. The first couple of days were, like, the hunger during the day is when I really benefit from Omad. I don't feel hungry at all. Thirsty, I drink a lot of water.
I have never tried Omad, and I don't think I could handle Omad. I couldn't, because I also, at my worst, I, like, stretched my stomach as an organ pretty far. So, like, Omad in my brain is, like, overfilling your stomach for one portion of the day, and then the hunger cues come back as the stomach shrinks for me. And it just doesn't work out. So I personally, if I'm specifically looking at being stricter, I like... just staring at me here. I like a, 12 to 8 intermittent fast. I can't handle any longer than that. I do too much.
It's juicy chicken breast. It's like dripping juice.
You are gloating. How are you finding it?
You're gonna
tricky.
Shake and bake. I like those shake and bake barbecue. These cheese and broccoli tots are amazing. I'll post how many calories this is. But
1153 calories according to macros.
when you're on Omad, your stomach shrinks. For me, I think it would be impossible to...
I don't understand the science behind your stomach shrinking on Omad. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Also, everybody's stomach as an organ is a different size based on their eating habits. So that's an overgeneralization if ever I've had one.
Overdo it with calories because this is going to be really filling. But I still do keep track.
Yeah, Linda, that makes 0 sense. 0.
You know, so what, my diet's not...
Oh, what is Omad? Oceana, it's 1 meal a day. So the general idea is that you eat all of your calories in a really strict time period, like over the course of 30 minutes to an hour, but you don't eat anything at all during the rest of the day. Again, I've explained why it would not work for me, and I don't... It would work for very specific people in very specific circumstances. It couldn't work for me, though.
Super clean. I'm not happy eating that way. I'm not happy being clean. We're here for a good time, not a long time.
Good,
I'm just kidding.
That's good.
I know it sounds like excuses, but hey.
I think it's hard, especially if you have dependents or family, right? And you have to cook multiple meals a day, or you have to I don't know. For me, I can't do it because I'm like, okay, good. I'm great until 11:30, 12, and then I get real hungry. And then I need to eat, and then it gets to 6 p.m. and I need to eat again, and then I'll do all of this, and then sometimes eat after gym. Eating after gym is a little bit tricky because I don't ever really feel like it, but I need the extra protein to help not be sore.
If you can eat what you want and lose weight, I mean, within reason, I'm not going to go eat fast food every day like I have been. I'm going to be eating at home and allow myself a treat.
Spoilers.
Once in a while. Maybe once a week, I don't know. I honestly don't even crave the fast food because I just don't. I think because you're only eating once a day and you're in starvation mode, you're fasting mode. So your body's give me an array, give me something a variety of things. Salad, starches, meats, whatever. Not just fries in a burger, greasy burger, honestly. So please, all I ask is
Yeah, a low fiber meal. That's what that sounds like.
just trust me on this.
Okay, sure. Sure, we'll trust you.
And if I don't lose any weight on my first weigh-in, then I'll reevaluate what I'm doing for sure. In the meantime, so I'll probably do a weigh-in next. I want to do a weigh-in on Fridays. Give it a good week and a half to work. My body to adjust and see how I'm doing. So on Friday, I'll do one. Take the time and enjoy the food, Maybe don't.
Be mindful. It's actually good advice. Also, treat yourself to a reusable napkin.
Now, saying I'm going to eat what I want and lose weight is kind of controversial.
Carrot Butt's lovely to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here for 8 months. Carrot Butt says, I get really hangry and nauseous. Omad's a no for me. Yeah, it's a no for me. I can usually get away with, if I'm limiting, meal periods, I can do, 2 main meals and maybe, 2 snacks. But outside of that, it's not going to happen.
So I don't think people are going to believe it, but, there's different ways.
Also, I know when my blood sugar's low, for instance, and I don't like the feeling ever. So,
and for me, when I eat things I don't like or I
try to
deprive myself,
avoid
I'm more
it.
likely going to binge, So,
That's true, Edna. She is using a paper towel instead of her shirt. So that is a 1-up.
yeah. Someone commented, I don't remember who. Keep doing the Omad, eat whatever you want. And I was at the time, I'm
That commenter is not doing you any favors, Foodie.
right.
Jaggy, hello. Thank you for being here for 13 months, mate. I appreciate it. Jaggy says, just sending a little love to everyone. Love right back, Jaggy. Happy Monday. Thank you for the support. And thank you for the kind words. I hope you're having a great day.
You were right, whoever you are. This chicken is so juicy, there's look at it.
Yeah, ham hat. I think that's the concern as well with Omad is for me, I only get to eat once mentality is going to mean I'm not making the right food choices, And I'd rather eat a kilogram of broccoli or half a kilogram of broccoli over the course of an entire day as opposed to all at once. Again, different strokes for different folks. This is why it's important to speak to professionals.
Oh my god. Beat a bite.
Or people who can, give advice. Good advice.
I have a block of tofu in my fridge. Sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody,
It's a good one.
I told BB that I'm I don't want to offend anybody with what I'm eating, or he's people get mad over food. It's the way he said it.
I don't think people get mad over the food that Foodie eats. Specifically when she was shaming people who ate animal products as essentially monsters because she was lying about the nuggets in front of her actually being chicken instead of plant-based, which is a thing. That conversation aside, it's very much the Preacher Marie, character that she puts on when she's talking about food that's just really just... No one's got time for that.
People are defensive about their food choices. I am too.
Plastic straws.
Hi, Sam.
I hope she's got... What is this face? What is this face about to be? What is this face about to be? About this is what's going to be said. Apparently, I hope when she's in Kuwait, she ended up getting a silicone straw. That's what I hope.
What are you doing, Sam?
Monstrous, absolutely monstrous. Who would even do such a thing?
So I learned something. I told Pete I watched the roast of Bob Saget. The roasts on Comedy Central are hilarious. If you have Crave TV, you can watch them all. Jeff Ross is one of my favorite comedians.
Marissa.
Greg Giraldo, he passed away. Rest in peace. I was so sad. He was one of my favorites. I was watching the roast of Bob Saget. That guy. I like low-key think Bob Saget is pretty cute, actually. Anyway, Full House. Some of you might not know what I'm talking about, so I apologize, but anyway, Dave Coulier was in the audience, and Pete told me that. I didn't know this, but Alanis Morissette dated Dave Coulier. I think Uncle Danny. Anyway.
The way these stories occur without there being a chat. This is just Chantel talking at her phone.
I was like, and he told me that the song You Oughta Know. The only thing I remember about that song is that
she could legitimately speak underwater.
Go Down on You in a Theater.
Just...
Well, apparently, that line was for him. That song was for him.
She's creating more conversation now with no interaction from chat than she ever has in the last 2 years. So weird.
She was so mad at Dave Coulier. The guy looks like Uncle Danny. What did he do to piss off Alanis Morissette? Must have been something very I don't know. But she made a really angry song about him, and I was just so weirded out that they were a couple. And I was like, so she went down on him in a theater, and I'm thinking, I wonder if she was picturing Uncle Jesse the whole time. John Stamos. You picked the wrong uncle. You should have... John Stamos, man. Not that Dave...
Sorry, we're talking about BJ's in a theater, and all I'm thinking is that chicken breast looks juicy.
Coulier, he's a handsome man. But John Stamos. Oh
my God.
She could have had Uncle Jesse and his wonderful mullet, and she picked the uncle with the, the friggin' beaver puppet. I used to love that show. I used to think Uncle Danny... Is his name Danny? No, we're gonna call him Danny.
Oh, not a snort. Oh, God, that's embarrassing.
He tried too hard and was corny. Tone it down there.
I'm sorry. I'm just... This situation is so mind-blowing. Just... I understand... Look, have you heard about mukbangs? I understand the general premise of a mukbang, but just... After engaging with chat in a live stream, I understand how, how ridiculous the concept of just sitting down and talking to the camera is with zero interaction, because it's literally just brain to mouth hole and then straight into camera. It's so much more fun with a live element to it, interacting with the people who watch, right? And I'm thinking back to when I was starting my reactions, baby bearded Zach, and how, at least in reactions, you have something to speak to. Chantel's got nothing. This is all just top of the brain while I'm eating my tater tots. It's so weird.
The puppet. You're probably causing the girl to get bullied at school.
Hey, Mish. Good to see you. I hope you're well. I can't speak to the quality of this live stream, but it's something.
One olive. Whew. I'm getting full. Actually. Well, I'm gonna take a break. I have an hour. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Probably give the rest to BB. I know he can have his own fresh plate, but he doesn't like wasting, and, I would eat it, tomorrow, but I have a recipe I'm doing tomorrow for you guys. So tomorrow will probably be another mukbang video, and then Monday will be a Mystery Monday. And oh
yeah, Mystery Mondays, they were a thing.
Another thing about the Omad I noticed is
for a minute, and then they'd come back, and then they'd go away again.
Have some water. This dinner reminds me of something my mom would make, or my babysitter, I know it's
This dinner kind of just makes me think it's all beige. Also, why didn't we touch the salad?
Packaged food, but that was kind of grew up on that. It's
had a whole
kind of
salad
for me. I know it's not great for you, but whatever.
Didn't touch the
Something's
salad.
gonna kill us. Our laundry detergent apparently kills us. Febreze. I have Febreze. dryer sheets kill us. All food kills us. You look up any food, there's going to be arguments if it's good or bad. So,
Oh my god, please stop coming for biology.
even vegetables. Like, people on the carnivore diet are saying vegetables are toxic. I mean, there's no friggin' winning. So,
Why are you listening to that? No.
who cares? Just eat what you want.
Sure, yeah. Veggies bad. Let me eat this tater tot.
Be happy. So, I walked around Walmart on a Saturday. Am I right? Yeah.
Again. Oh, the breaking of the fourth wall. Am I right, y'all? I'm right. Right?
Torture.
So weird.
But my anxiety was less. I told my grandma when I got in the car, usually when I go to Walmart with her, I do my rounds of groceries. I sit on a bench, huffing and puffing. I'm sweating like a friggin' pig. Do pigs sweat? I don't know. Anyway. And this time, I didn't have to sit down. Excuse me. And this time, I didn't have to sit down at all. I didn't sweat one bead of sweat. And I'm just like, I had a lot more energy. Like, I feel better walking around on an empty stomach.
Maybe that's the trick to the 2-hour walks in Kuwait.
I wasn't hungry today. Today is what, day 4 or 5? The first couple days I was really hungry, especially at night. Oh my god, I made the mistake of watching the Food Network Carnival Eats. Oh my god, that was torture. Oh man, I had like a watching food porn hangover the next day, I swear. And then I can't do that anymore. But this takes discipline because fasting for 23 hours is actually not that easy.
Terrible. I would never want to do it. Just the concept does not sit well with me.
But it gets easier, it does, especially during the day. So I like that empty
I would be so grumpy. I get hangry.
feeling, you know? I don't know correct
Hangry.
me if I'm wrong.
Snacky Zacky is not a monster that anyone wants to come up against.
I think that your body, if you're doing Omad, your body does, has ketones or does ketosis after
Oh my god. Jesus, the streams.
a certain amount because, you know, I don't know, you're not keto adapted, but you're like using keto energy after a while. I don't know. Anyway.
Yes. the greatest fuel known to man. Keto energies.
It's also confusing for me.
It's like solar, but it comes from the lack of carbohydrates.
Right, Brenda? Right. All right, guys. So, I'm actually not hungry anymore. That's not good because I need to make sure I'm eating enough too, right? I don't think that was enough calories. I'm probably hungry in about 15 minutes to eat my salad. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. I know I'm probably going to get some backlash and I just...
This is so stupid.
I'm just trying to find what works for me and this is...
The moral of the story is it took 4 years and still haven't done that. All right, next one. Next one is from the fabulous Lottie's archive. We have giant sushi balls and best sushi mukbang. This is a bit of a festive flair for y'all. Here we go. Hey, SB. Hello.
Welcome to another mukbang with moi, Foodie Beauty.
It's Foodie again. Looking a little different.
I have sushi, but I'm not sure what all this is.
I remembered are they hair clips? What do we call them? Barrettes? Is it barrettes? Oh, I remember this time.
I'm still kind of weirded out by sushi, certain kinds. I'm a sushi noob. So it's been an acquired taste
A nushi, as it were.
for me, so I'm just trying new things.
Pack, I can just see the joy beaming from you.
But this is not all for me. A lot of it's for BB too. But I need to make room for the... What is all this?
It's sushi. You ordered it.
I don't know. Like, it's sushi. There's different kinds.
Period.
This looks like raw salmon. I will not be eating that. This is spicy mayo. And this is soy sauce. So the box that's for BB specifically, I'm going to put aside. I'm going to try one of these things. I'm going to move
Oh god.
this to the fridge,
sticky
especially the
fingers.
one with
Sticky pea
raw
hands.
salmon. I'll be right back.
Not good.
There we go. Now we have room for some sauces.
Great.
All right.
Again, back when I used to critique the mukbang for the mukbang's sake, we could have just set this all up and like been done with it from the beginning. But no, I'm glad we kept this quirkiness in.
And before we go any further, we have a new addition to the family. Or we have a
Sushi, lovely to see you.
return to the family.
Lottie has a note saying, this is the height of her food reviews, really showcasing her talents as a foodie. You'll get on the edge of your seats. Lottie is hyping this content up.
That's right. The coldie the coldest is back. I'm calling her Coldie the coldest. That's right, the coldest water bottle is back, and my links are still in the description to be entered into my giveaway for a free water bottle, and for 10% off your purchase, use my code Foodie.
I don't know if that code still works anymore.
All right, let's talk about that.
It probably does.
But just hold your horses. We're going to talk about it.
Nay.
Okay? So I got some chopsticks.
Uh-huh. Cute. Look at that reusable chopsticks. Good for you, Foodie. Look at you carrying around utensils in a cute little pouch. I love that. I love that for you. Where'd that pouch go? Why are we using plastic still?
Now this thing, I want to try it. I'm scared. What is it?
Get ready.
Give it.
No, thank you. It is funny as well because I noticed in the latest vlog that she said beauty bite as she was eating that Burger King chicken thing, chicken supreme, chicken whatever. Anyway, and it really like harkened back to past foodies' presence.
There's rice inside.
Uh-huh.
Mozzarella, shrimp, mayo, sesame.
I think she's gonna like that one.
That's really good.
What a shock.
Okay. The deal with the coldest. So I did
Tell us.
a post explaining. I got an email from a representative that I'm dealing with for my sponsorship. Okay.
Uh-huh. And they said, you're not doing good enough, so we're going to revoke your sponsorship.
And
Because there's some rule with the coldest that you have to have it in, like... Oh, no. Oh, that's a really unfortunate pause. Isn't there some rule in coldest sponsorship that it needs to be, like, in frame for, like, a large portion of the video? So it needs to be, like, somewhere in the content for, like, at least half of the video or a third of the video or something. So, hey, Hellfire, welcome. Sorry that you came in on this interesting screen grab. Anyway, so that's the tea with the coldest. Chantal, in her history, went back and forth about whether or not what she was doing was correct, and in the end, they just kind of dropped her like a hot potato.
so I basically got an email, and like it was like sponsorship termination.
There it is.
And
yeah, I don't think the coldest ever had its straw, like, scrubbed out, you know? This is just a reminder to anyone out there who is using reusable straws. Make sure you give them a good scrub. This is your call to action if you need it today.
look, a sushi ball. A fried sushi ball. And they included screenshots of, I think it was like two, it might have been two or more, but there was just two in the email. People complaining, haters complaining, or something like that. We got some complaints. And they were just saying a bunch of stuff. I don't want to give it attention. I don't want to go over it.
Turns out she did give it attention.
Basically guilting.
Boop, the fact that you know exactly what was in that straw, I'm sorry.
Coldest into not sponsoring me.
Right, so the haters bullied Coldest into not sponsoring Foodie. And that's why Coldest reached out to her and said, we're terminating. This time. Oh, Aurea, it's a little cauldron.
Oh, I think these
It's a
are...
little cauldron. With feet. And it has a cute little hat. Spoopy.
I think these are salmon too. I think these are salmon too.
See, even years ago, she couldn't tell an interesting story straight.
I'm gonna try.
She goes on long, rambling runs of the most uninteresting topics. And then the times you want her to talk about the tea, my God, does she get distracted.
With some spicy... I'm gonna try the salmon. I don't know if I'll like it, but... It's more of a texture thing for me.
Is that salmon juicy?
It's soft.
Is it creamy?
Alright, so...
No. Okay.
I posted a community post.
Also, please, for the love of God, turn your television off.
They're like, we're gonna pay you for the videos you already put out.
The little no signal screensaver in the background is going to send me. I also need to shut up.
But no more.
Shut up, Zach.
And then I put that community post to let you guys know because you're going to wonder where this big giant bottle is. And I did watch a tutorial how to use
Bloody.
chopsticks and I can't remember how to do it. I think I'm just doomed.
I like that. It's good.
And I honestly wasn't... I was a bit disappointed that
I'm not gonna lie, chat. Like the irony that we call Chantel Mrs. Creamy now is not lost on me, because in the large majority of Chantel's food reviews, everything's creamy. It is her favorite descriptive word when it comes to food. Prove me wrong.
You know, the haters won at trying to mess with my life. Especially since Coldest apparently was a fan of my channel.
What if they're a fan of the channel? Well, now that she's scrubbed everything, maybe less so, but let's say 6 months ago.
So
I wonder.
I posted that, and then a bunch of you said you complained. That wasn't fair. And then today,
They said, no ma'am. No Pam.
I got an email from the representative saying, I'd like to apologize, for not having, for just listening to the haters and, just being very impulsive about the decision. Sorry, my phone cut out. Where was I? He was very sincere and apologized. Said, I am a fan of your channel and I'm sorry. And I know you don't have to do this, but if you'd like to resume your sponsorship, we would love to have you back. And I was like, you know what? I was like, yay, because
Yay.
as a creator.
Oh, Annie, thank you again for the super chat. I hope you're enjoying your morning. Thank you. That's very kind. Annie says, I forgot about the Cold War. Also, Werner Herzog in The Mandalorian's voice. I'd like to see the mug. Oh, Annie, thank you for the reminder. Okay, so hold on while Chantel's on screen. The lovely Annie. I didn't put tea in it today. I was saving it because I'm so used to using the cauldron now. Annie sent me a beautiful mug that has some fabulous. Oh, how do I display this? There we go. That has some beautiful artwork on it. That is indeed an illustrated rendition of Box Mountain. Well, the Box Mountain Rangers, really, with Box Mountain Foodie. Look at that! Isn't that cute? So now I've decided that I am just going to be that gay who collects mugs. It's just what's going to happen. Well, Foodie's mad. So I've got my Box Mountain mug, I've got my Cauldron mug, and I got my big purple mug in the kitchen. I could get like 7, one for every day. Oh no. No, but that's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Thanks again, Addie. I appreciate it.
Sure. As a creator, it's like a big deal to have sponsorships in a way.
So I haven't got a Coldie, but I've got a Box Mountain mug. So, I mean, I feel like the winner here.
It's kind of a sign of progress in your career.
I've still got it, Zara. Annie has a note saying the artist is Foxy8 and they have a whole line of foodie mugs on Etsy. There you go. If anyone's interested, feel free to check it out.
And even though I was...
Professor Plum, thank you very much for being here for 11 months, mate. I appreciate it. Plum says, from Coldie to Kuwait. What a ride. What a ride. And it's only been a couple of years. I mean, to be fair, we had 2 years in the luxury villa. That was a whole thing.
bitter about the situation.
Bloody.
It's still a really
Not
good water bottle,
weird.
like, I'm not gonna lie.
Eccentric.
You know, when I was bitter, I was like, hold this, but now I appreciate the apology. I think that
God, some of y'all might not have even been here while she was sponsored by Coldest. That's interesting.
even after I was using this bottle, because I had to edit it out of my makeup tutorial video because you could see it in the reflection at times, and I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to promote them anymore, but it was, it's a good bottle, and I like having it, you know, I drink one of those and I'm good for the day, or 2 of those. I usually drink 2 a day.
Also, let me tell you all of this tea, and I'm currently sponsored, so you should totally go buy one. Use code Foodie.
But I have to fill it often, and it stays cold for like days, you know? So, I love the color. So I'd be lying if I said I wasn't kind of bummed. But, now this one is weird.
A creamy mug.
It has lettuce,
that
red
the
pepper,
goal?
chicken, tempura,
I don't know how I could get a creamy mug. I mean, we have a creamy emote, so maybe I could find someone who has a similar mug.
Avocado.
Basically, I need a mug that looks like meringue.
I'm eating it with my hands because
Creamy mug.
it's gonna fall apart. Woo!
Lottie.
I think they realized they made a mistake and owned it.
It's a good
I
word.
respect that. But I don't think it would have happened if it weren't for you guys. If it weren't for you guys, my fans, even some people who admitted they don't even really like my channel, were like, this is wrong. Whoa. Oh god, this is going to be spicy.
The fact that this conversation couldn't have been had with, like, I don't know, without
This
the
is
sushi
wrong.
in the mouth. I do like these
And a lot of you
chopsticks.
complained on my behalf, which really means a lot.
Not
So thank you for sticking
iridescent,
up
it's
for
that
me.
other thing. Like, that plating. What's it called? Something.
The sushi is really good.
You
Even
see,
the one
look at
with
those little
lettuce.
creamies.
It's pretty good. It's weird, but good. So yeah.
Breathe.
Let's never fight again, Colby, okay?
Spoilers, they fought
I know,
again.
and you're like, oh, screw that, you shouldn't, take them back or whatever.
Yeah, you're such a sellout,
Tis the
Foodie.
season,
God.
you know? 'Tis the season to be forgiving. La 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 la.
I don't miss the mukbangs. I take it all back. I don't think I miss these. I mean, they're helpful for me.
And I'm not going to say, haha, I win haters kind of thing, because you know what? I just want it to stop. Like, I just want this all to stop. Like, why do people have to try to ruin... Like, if you don't like my videos, you don't like me on YouTube, whatever. But when it enters, like, real life, and you're messing with someone's, like, money or, you know... Like, why would you want to do that? You know? This is a big one. It's going to be hard to eat with the chopsticks, guys. I know I'm
Hands.
disgraced too.
All hands.
Sushi eaters.
I can hear it. I can hear the clicking. No, you could put it down and swallow first.
Probably some of the best sushi I've had.
Uh-huh. Didn't you say you'd never had sushi? Whatever. Whatever. This is so weird.
I mean, like,
Well, kitchen mum.
I would never do that
mean,
to some-
it was a different time,
But,
you know?
there's just a lot of people trying to, like,
That's true, Ellen, actually, to be fair. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get more food content out of Kuwait.
ruin each other. It's just like,
Because Lord knows we're probably not going to get a lot of couples channel.
it's just like,
You know? Hey, ATP.
I don't know. It's messed up, really. So, but I'm happy that I have more supporters that, you know, vouched for me and, whoa, oh my god.
The way she's just not struggling. She's struggling. Struggling with the sushi, man.
You guys are awesome. You know? What can I say? But, yeah, I just wanted to explain that. That's some spicy sauce. I've been eating so fast, I haven't really taken a minute to just, like,
Breathe.
absorb
Breathe.
how hot it is.
Take a breath. Chill.
Wow.
Get this.
My biscuits are burning. No fireplace today. Brenda's in timeout. She doesn't get a fireplace. I think I'm full. Yeah, I'm full. So, just wanted to give you guys a thank you. And thank you to Coldest.
Are you going to plug them now?
I just want to
Plug them. Go on. I know
Aw.
you want to.
just watch this shirt. Let's just start over. Pretend this never happened. And go from there. You know, why dwell in drama and negative feelings? That's not going to be my resolution for the new year, definitely. Just being
Hey, Sam. Good to see
changing
you.
my attitude and
Hi.
trying to
Watching some retro foodie.
be a more positive person.
DJ, hello, welcome to your first stream. Pleasure to have you here. Hello in the chat. Also, hi to all the lurkers. Hi. Hi, lurkers.
And I think in the end, only good can come from that, you know? So, but yeah. Anyway, it's kind of a shorter video than usual, but...
Bambi says, so she was always problematic, that's what I'm getting? Yeah, in short.
Guess not all of them will be long. I ate really quickly. I'm just ending the video just on time because Sam is...
That's the perfect way to lurk, has.
Alright guys, so I'll see you next time. Bye.
Alright, bye Foodie. We've got one more. Oh, just iconic outro though. Feels good. Alright, we've got one more. One more? We got one more? Yes, one more. Alright, this one's 44 minutes. Oh boy, this is going to be a test of patience. This one's entitled A New Car. So this is a little bit of detail and information around the Kia. So this was early 2019, and for those of you who don't know, Chantal had a car, then she sold the car because she promised that she was going to walk and bus everywhere. Turns out that didn't happen, ended up borrowing BB's sister's car a lot, and then ended up buying a new car with the assistance of Mum, I think. Anyway, that's how we got the modern day Kia, right? Modern day Kia, she's actually only had for 3.5 years. But yeah, anyway, we're going to line it up. It is secondhand when Foodie bought it, but we're going to get into it while we get into it.
Hey guys, hey, how are you? Today's just going to be probably,
Hey Elle, lovely to see you.
I wasn't planning on doing a video today.
Doing
and
retros
I'll talk more
today.
about that later. I did put something in the community
I needed some inspiration and motivation, and I thought, what better way than explore Chantal's many different characters over the years.
post, so you can always check that out. So first things first, no, I did not get my nose pierced. It is actually a stainless steel fake nose ring. I really love it because it stays in place and you don't feel it.
And then she ended up getting a piercing.
It's just like...
Oh, how the turntables table.
Yeah, so whenever I feel like having my nose pierced, I don't know if you guys think it suits me or not, but I think I told you guys the story about how I'm the biggest wuss when it comes to getting things pierced. When I was a kid, I had decided to get my ears pierced, and it was with a gun, and they did one ear, and I freaked out. I ran around the mall, freaking out, crying, screaming that I was not letting them do the other ear, and I went a little while with only one ear pierced until my mom was like, this is ridiculous. You
There's nothing wrong with only having one ear pierced, FYI.
need to get it done. So I've had my lip pierced before, and that really hurt. I did have my nose pierced a long time ago. That really hurt. So I'm just going to use a fake one. If it looks real, what's the point? Why go through the pain, you know? So anyways, I just wanted to...
I wonder how that tragus piercing is doing.
There's a lot of things I want to talk about in this video.
Go for it. We got
I got a
time.
new car, so I'm going to show you guys the new car.
Maybe.
I need to go to Farm Boy to get some groceries. So, you know, I thought I'd bring you guys along with me. I finally got a measuring tape just from the dollar store, but this is the good one that you can just like wrap around your body easily. So I measured my waist, and I'll go through my measurements and stuff like that in my weigh-in after. If I remember, because I'm so scatterbrained.
Work.
I may not. I will put timestamps. I wanted to...
Great. Riley, hello. Thank you for the super chat, mate. I appreciate it. Riley says, Pulpy, did you get a hermit crab? No, I haven't got a hermit crab. I got very excited about getting hermit crabs, and then I looked into the care of hermit crabs. I was about to call them human crabs. Not tiny humans in shells, no, hermit crabs. And then I settled down and I thought, you know what? In my current state, I don't think I can supply hermit crabs with the love, care, and attention that they deserve and need. So potentially robot dog. Hermit crabs are still a potential on the list. There was a reason why I didn't want to go hermit crabs. What was it? Something. Oh, metals. They're really like they get toxicity or poison or something. They really don't like metal, and I've got quite a bit of metal like everywhere, so I didn't want to accidentally poison hermit crabs. It's still on the list for consideration, but so's robot dog. I might need to just settle for Tamagotchi though at this point. But thank you for the super chat, Riley, and thank you for checking in. Appreciate it.
Go through some beauty favorites, some things that I just really have purchased recently. That
Lizard. Well, we have enough like native lizards around that I don't feel like I need to claim one as a pet.
I just love already.
We've got a big blue tongue about that big. Blue tongues are like big the big lizards. So like this big and about this round, and they've got blue tongues, and that's why we call them blue tongues. They're lizards. They're like not like goannas. They're kind of like giant skinks. Yeah, they're like foot-long skinks. We also have skinks.
And a couple of those things are from the...
And geckos and water dragons. We have so many things.
Cosmetics. I don't know if you guys
have ever tried any.
A Furby? Tamagotchi.
Came from the balm, but the balm is the bomb. So it's this is their Sexy Mama translucent powder. So anti-shine translucent powder, and it is like one of the best translucent powders I've ever tried.
Back when Foodie did makeup as well. Beauty, it's in the name, Beauty.
Hi. It is a pressed powder. It is very silky, so my skin feels very smooth.
Rip Zach's future Tamagotchi. Hey, Linda.
And matte, but
Maybe a Digimon.
not like too dry. I really love this.
Steffi, yes, we get giant spiders in the home. How do we handle it? We just like take a big step back.
And this is Take Home the Bronze
Okay.
Anti-Orange Bronzer in the shade Oliver. Now this shade is really good for my skin tone. I just have a bit of it on. Can't really tell like what this.
We have lots of them actually. Like oftentimes they'll come in through the window and they're just little itty bitty dudes. But they make webs everywhere and you're like, guys, could you not do this in front of the window? I know there's a light and you want to catch the bugs and you just want to have fun, but like maybe not here. And then we have like bigger well, not bigger, but they're like the size of like the pinky fingernail, jumping spiders. And they're great. They're just like anxious little like fatties, you know, like they're pudgy and they're all little and then they spring away. They're very compact. Fatty is not the correct term. They're compact. They're just little, but they're so pudgy. They're little. And then we have Daddy Longlegs, who everybody is familiar with, obviously. And then we have Huntsmans, who are babies. And then very quickly they grow into very large, very anxious. I've often described them as anxious balls of legs, because you'll see them and then time freezes. And then your heart beats. And then they hear that somehow, and then they scatter. And they're not very smart, so the anxiety they'll run either towards the nearest crevice or open doorway, which is often where you're standing. So you got a 50-50 like chance of the spider jumping directly at you or in the opposite direction. It's really just luck of the draw.
Lighting, it's orange, so but this is what it looks like here. Yeah, so it's really it's not orange, you know, it's more has like a pinkish undertone to it, but I really like it. I like it more than the Hula bronzer, which I also have. So these are two
I like to think I'm encouraging people to visit
items from the bomb that I really enjoy. I took the autofocus off and it spoke to
Kimmo, redbacks are generally like you won't worry about it until you need to like move a log, you know. They tend to like hide away in places like under toilet seats and stuff, so you just have to be really careful.
Too soon. I thought it would stop autofocusing, but no. So these are two items from the bomb that I recently purchased. I don't know how much they cost. They are comparable to Benefit or anything like that because they have like the prices of like Sephora prices, so they're not like drugstore prices, but you can buy them at the drugstores here and some drugstores like Shoppers Drug Mart if you're from Canada, but they are higher end prices, so probably like in like $20 or so.
Foodie's trying to be a beauty influencer and I'm keeping track.
Something like that, $20-something each. The lipstick I'm wearing today is, I found this lipstick under my sofa when I was vacuuming.
ATP, the trick is to make friends with the animals.
I had purchased it a little while ago and I forgot about it.
We're practically all Disney princesses down here. We have to like sing to make sure we don't get bitten.
I only got to wear it like once or twice, and my cats like to play with my makeup, especially things that are in tubes. So I found this under my couch. This is a Maybelline lipstick, and this is in the shade Almond Rose. It's a matte lipstick, but it's actually really creamy, and it's
creamy, called it creamy counter.
More of like a rosy nude color, so I actually really like it. So yes. One thing for my hair that I just like, I cannot live without this product, and I don't know if I talked to you guys about this before.
This is the thing that gets me. This is all straight to camera. No chat interaction, nothing. Chantel has always been able to do this.
This is like a regular purchase
so
for me.
weird.
But this is Roots from Lush, and this is a hair treatment. So it's for fine hair. You put it on like a hair mask. You put it all over your hair. You rub it in your scalp. It has like peppermint, so it's cooling on the scalp. And
hey, have a some.
It actually, it's very moisturizing as well. So you put it on, you rinse it off, then you shampoo as normal, and it's very moisturizing.
Yeah, I don't think, Lottie, anyone likes funnel webs. No one's a fan of funnel web spiders. They're just dicks.
Moisturizing, and it just adds like shine. It adds this like really nice, I don't know if listness would be.
They're just really angry.
What would be the word? Makes your hair.
They're very territorial.
Makes your hair nice, and can't really tell, but it adds a bit of volume to your hair as well. So this is like $19.95, I think, for this tub, and it lasts a while, and you can put it in your fridge to have that extra cooling effect, especially.
That's pretty much the way it works, yes.
In the summer if you want to cool off your scalp.
There's no safe place to poop in Australia.
The moisturizer I'm using right now, that is like
my favorite moisturizer of all so far that I've tried from Lush is the Skin's Shangri-La. It's more of a pricey moisturizer. I think it's like $50, but a little goes a long, long way.
Questioning my sanity and patience now.
And this will last like, this expires in...
Oh God, creaming her body. So many phrases and words I wish I could forget.
2020. It will last me until then, especially with like spring around the corner. I won't need to use as much, but it is like, oh, it smells good. But it's like, it's so moisturizing, man. Like my winter skin is no more.
Is it true that creatures come up the toilets? I mean, they often don't. They'll be hiding like around the backside or under the lids and stuff. Nothing really swims up the toilet unless you've got a particularly adventurous like sea snake.
So I really love this stuff. So the Skin's Shangri-La. So I did buy like a cam for my car, but I don't know if it's going to work because it's like a weird magnetic kind of
Why is she half whispering? I imagine because BB's probably sleeping.
stand, and it wasn't sticking to my dashboard the last time I tried, but I'm going to try again. And while we're driving to the store, I will talk to you guys about my weigh-in and everything.
This is kind of similar to the Kuwait voice, actually.
Everything you want to know, basically. So, yeah, so I'll see you guys in a minute.
Okay, not the whispering.
Okay, guys, so this
Poster boards!
is my calendar thing I made. I didn't want to tape it to the wall, so I just hung it up like this.
She has had this green screen thing for a hot minute.
I saw this on my 600 Pound Life, Melissa Morris. The very first episode of my 600 Pound Life was Melissa Morris. Love her story. You should check it out. So she did this, and I decided to do this. I put my highest weight, which was 374. It was actually like 378, but when I started weighing in with you guys, it was 374, I think. So I put highest weight with this unhappy face, and I scratched off. I weighed myself yesterday morning.
I hate this idea.
And I was back up 10 pounds.
I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. I don't like this idea.
368. I lose and gain those 10 pounds pretty easily. So, yeah, I'm going to talk a bit more about that soon in the next clip. But so every time I lose a pound or 2 or 3, I'm going to mark it off. And whenever I feel like being naughty
She's doing a big doodle. This is a big doodle on a poster board, yes.
or, you know, I'm feeling low.
For anyone not understanding that reference, please see the previous Amberlynn Reid reaction.
On willpower, I'm going to come in here and look at that and remember my goals.
Beeson, he is trying to get their bag of treats. Lol. The cat deflection is real and has been there all along.
Hey guys, hey!
There we go.
So welcome in my new car. The outside is really dirty. I'll try to get some when I'll try to get a video. I did put one on my Instagram. You can check it out there.
So this is when Foodie still had the bumper on the front of the Kia.
Just a quick one. It was from when I first got it. I wanted to show you something cool I got for my car, actually. Whenever I went to Sage last time to get some essentials, you get I wanted my car to smell nice, but I'm worried about like things like Febreze and things that have like a lot of chemicals in them. Trigger bad breathing for me, so I got...
Considering the amount of car tray mukbangs that we were exposed to in this car, I think a little Febreze would probably help the situation. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude.
Got this. It's a kind of like a car diffuser. You put it on your vent, like you would those little Febreze things, and it comes in this
Like Burger King, exactly.
thing.
Linda.
It was $10. Comes with refill pads, and it comes with one of their bottles of essential oils. It's all natural. All of their ingredients are 100% natural. So this is allergy release, soothing diffuser blend, and you can use it in your diffuser. Like I have a diffuser at home. Really does help cleanse the air, and it really does work in the car as well. So, like my grandma was in here with me, and she said that her breathing cleared up in like a few minutes. So or her sinuses cleared up because there's like eucalyptus or something. So yeah, so I'm gonna take you guys. I'm happy that I have like this thing in my car because now I can just. Sorry about the steering wheel. This is like the best I could do for angling. So.
Don't worry, we get a lot higher in later content, but we're very familiar with this angle.
But we are going to go. So my car, basically, I have, it's a used...
So I understand it's like steam coming out the back, but it does make me think that the car's just on fire.
Car, it's not anything too fancy. I just decided that I need a car. And that's not the car making that noise, it's the fan in the garage. I know I said I was going to try not having one to save money. I got a good deal on this car, though, and I just really... his sister has a car.
Such a good deal on the car that's still being paid off, right? Weird.
And she's been really good with letting me use it, but I don't feel it's fair putting all that wear and tear on her car, and, I need to help my grams. I need to just be able to get up and go whenever I want to. And I know some of you said that would bother me, especially having a car, and you were right, so...
Also, not noticing the full zipper of the sweater up to the entire chin.
This
has been a habit that just keeps on trucking.
Just not having a car is just not for me. I really need to have a car. So I don't know. I was miserable like without one, and I can't do the bus. I'm not dissing the bus or anything. It's just for me personally. Just anxiety
Bella, it was early 2019.
and everything. So
It's like March, I think, this one.
anyways, guys, let's get going.
Oh my god, these fucking Elton John glasses. They have been around for years as well.
Check out these sunglasses, guys. Oh my god. They're a bit more sparkly than I was hoping.
Terrible. Terrible. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. The D&G $400 pair is not worth it, in my opinion. But my god, are they a better design than... Like, this is nice, but this is a statement piece. You need a very pulled back outfit or a very loud outfit to accompany these very specific glasses.
And the Amazon
Black, you know what would go really well with these glasses? Black turtleneck. Black, just make it all one solid monochromatic color. Feature gold jewelry and these tacky glasses. Love that for her. Not with what's currently going on.
they just look more sparkly than I was expecting, let's just say. So I'm probably going to be staring...
Elle, this is history. This is history class at Foodie.
I need to use them because I don't have other ones, but they're like so huge Elton John, you know? So yeah, so this is a used car, 2016 Kia Optima, but it's really cool. I like it. Has like heated steering wheel and like, I don't know, as long as it has Bluetooth, that's all I really care about.
Me trying to remember the amount of times she used Bluetooth.
It's a bigger car than the other one I had.
Specifically the times when the calls came through and the microphone would switch to the speaker. So her stream quality would just like hit the toilet.
So yeah, there is some drama with that though. I need to complain about a little bit. So I went to pick it up. It was like they polished it off, everything. They had it inspected. Like the car was inspected by a mechanic, the Carfax, everything was okay. You know, everything like engine, whatever. So I pick up the car. He gives me the keys.
Did you try the door first?
And I get in, and the engine light's on. So normally the engine light, you're freaking out, right? And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go right back in because I haven't even driven it off the lot yet. So I go in, I tell the guy, and he's really nice, he's been really good. I go in and I'm like, hey, the engine light's on. And he's like, oh yeah, you know, we've put gas in the car. So the girl who does that, she sometimes doesn't screw the gas cap on properly. So it's probably just a sensor.
Oh my god, isn't this the thing with the Kia that's been wrong with it for literally forever?
It should go off in a few days. So I'm like, okay. And I did hear about that. It does happen, you know, so I believed him. I was like, okay. So sure enough, I put gas in since then. Sure enough, the sensor eventually goes off. And maybe
Car drama really did start early. Literally the day she picked up the car.
like an hour later,
Again, just for context, it still had the front bumper here.
it comes back on while I'm driving. And I was like, okay, this is not good. I'm thinking there must be something, you know, it's not just the gas cap at this point, unless it's a faulty gas cap.
Was it the bumper?
But it seemed fine. It like clicked and everything when I put it back on. Mm-hmm. So I get gas again, another few cycles.
See, the whole reason she's been hitting all of those curbs isn't because of her poor, like, distracted driving. It's because there's a sensor that's out. Come on, y'all.
Of the
Benefit of the doubt.
engine, and it goes off again. An hour and a half later, it comes back on. So I call the guy. He's like, well, you know what? He's like, I can guarantee you it's probably just a faulty sensor. Nowadays with computers, they have the OBD2 system. Everything is computerized. It could be like anything. It could be, you know, he's like, it's definitely not the engine. It was like everything was inspected, had to pass safety. So I'm like, okay. But I'm still a bit worried. I'm like, so I can drive it? He's like, yeah, you can drive it. But I don't know. To me, the engine sounds a bit more noisy than what I'm used to.
Oh, that's right. And then she brought that machine that she could plug in and read the codes because she didn't trust going to the mechanic or couldn't be bothered.
I don't know if it's just the engine or what, but...
Oh, God.
So anyway, so he's coming back from vacation Monday. He said if the light is still on and it's really stressing you out, like obviously it's not a matter of stressing me out,
Also,
but
she's
it's like
yelling,
I
"I'm so sorry, Chad."
just bought this car.
Sorry.
And already
There we go. That's a bit
the
better.
engine light's on. So yes, I do want it fixed. So he said yes. He's like, no problem. And it has like extended warranty. There's an extended warranty on it for like 2 more years because like above what the original warranty is. So I'm like, okay, I'm covered, but still, it's just annoying, you know?
I wonder if that chair is okay after the Twisty Misty. Lottie, it's probably just rotten straight through. All of the foam on that seat has just been eaten away by the sugars of the Twisty Misty.
So I'm going to call in Monday, bring it in, have them look at it. But I'm being prudent. I just have a hard time trusting people. So I bought on Amazon an OBD2 scanner.
Yep.
Engine scanner. So it's a diagnostic tool. Basically, you plug it into your car and it will tell you a code, and it will tell you the description of the code, basically what exactly, like what's wrong, what is wrong with the engine, or why the engine light's on, what the code means. So it could be anything from like a faulty O2 sensor to hopefully it's not a misfire or a catalytic converter problem or whatever. And I watch a lot of videos about
Chantal knows what all of those words mean. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
I really like his personality in his videos. His name is Scotty Kilmer. You should look him up if you're into cars. Just as a car owner, I like to know certain things and be informed about my vehicle that I'm driving, and so I've been doing a lot of research on my own. You know me and my research. Oh, sorry guys, it keeps fogging up or focusing, so you know me and my research. These are like the dumbest glasses ever.
This is the dumbest conversation ever. This is not you doing research. Chantal, you are not researching by watching random clips on YouTube. That's not what this is.
It doesn't go with my coat, but I need to get some more. I have bad luck with sunglasses, guys. Like, I'm drawn to like big shiny things at first, and then I realize that they're not the most practical. They don't go with everything, let's just say. But now I can do chatty car vlogs. I don't know if people like that or not, but
we got a lot of content out of this car.
You don't have to watch these videos, I guess. So let me get to my weigh-in. So I was basically absent for a couple of weeks, and I was going through a lot of hell with everything, with these lifestyle changes. I was going through a lot of stress and things in my life, some things I can't talk about, and not just because I don't want to, but because they involve other people in relationships in my life that I'm just don't feel right.
That entire concept went out the window in 2020.
Talking about, especially not without their permission. It's not just me. There's a lot of things going on in my life that you guys don't know about, but I gave into my binge urges a lot. Funnily enough, I didn't have fast food. It's been a while since like an actual drive-through fast food. I have eaten out, but not fast food. So,
Just a reminder, we literally traveled the world and the 7 seas to get to Kuwait to eat Burger King.
I wrote in my community post, like at this point, I mean, I was doing everything I thought was right. Like I was going to the gym, I was eating enough calories, I wasn't completely denying myself things. I was, therapy away. I really don't know what else.
Therapy away! I
could have done to beat this. Now, it's just like, it just seems so complicated to me. Like,
See, this foodie honestly feels like an entirely different character. Like a foodie who was at least lying to an audience to say that they were trying. Oh boy.
Overnight I was listening to...
And then it all just turned into, these are excuses for me being the way that I am. I don't need to change. You'll need to just shut up. And then we got to Kuwait.
The binge, brain over binge. And I did read the binge code, but brain over binge is a whole new level. Like for me, it's just like, I'm almost done the book. It's like, I think it's like the audiobook. I think it's almost like 10 hours long. I just stayed up listening to it. And I really, like I said, I'm at a point where I feel like something's missing. Like something needs to click. Like I feel like I'm almost there with fighting this. And the brain over binge book, the author had binge eating disorder. She had bulimia, but her purging was going to the gym for hours and hours and hours. But she just could not beat it. She was in therapy, everything. And she said in therapy, they tried to tell her that her binging was because of something emotional, of some kind of trauma, of some kind of bad things that happened in her life. That's why she eats. And she didn't really believe it. And she said, changing your character is like a lifetime thing. So,
I mean, working on yourself is kind of a lifetime thing, yes.
Therapy and everything is good for like helping you with emotional issues and stuff like that, sure. But that takes time, and I need to stop binging like yesterday.
And this is ultimately the crux of every single one of your issues. The fact that you have zero patience, zero follow through, and I mean, I don't know how modern day foodie is currently coping with all of that. I don't know if you all are doing the same thing, but I often catch myself in the last couple of days being like, foodie literally travelled internationally to meet a man she'd never met before, to get married, and to eat Burger King and Krispy Kreme in another country. If that doesn't scream impulsive, I don't know what does. 46, thank you for being here for 3 months, mate. I appreciate it. 46 says, good morning, sugar. So glad to catch you today. Good morning and happy Monday. Lovely to see you, 46. I hope you have a fabulous day. I hope you have some coffee. And lovely to see you. Thank you, thank you.
You know, so...
That's not brave, that's stupid. Oh, Bella, I'm not saying that's brave at all. Like, I'm just saying that it's entirely impulsive. Which, in short, is often not thought through very well. And oftentimes, in my experience, being impulsive leads to regret. Yes.
She said she read a book called... Oh, I can't remember what it is. Is it Rational Recovery or... Anyway, I'll put the name here somewhere. She read this book and it changed her life. And basically it was saying...
Because it's like, again, if you think about it, Foodie talks a good game in terms of, oh, I'm fixing things, I'm looking after myself, I'm doing all of this stuff. But what we actually see, none of that is true. And as I often say, like, you know, Chantal's going to take herself with her. I don't know. I don't know how she's going to cope. I don't know how she's going to cope. And I also don't know what the plan is, like whether or not we're actually staying in Kuwait for 3 months or 1 week or 2 weeks or what that actually looks like. But yeah, I don't know. Considering everything we saw of Chantal, I won't believe that you are just a brand new changed individual who has sorted through all of their, you know, hard times just because you're internationally beaten, you know. Who, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Who says, being able to stop or slow down in the future is better than not trying. 100%. That's Luke saying, I'm not going to diet. Oh, like saying, I'm not going to diet and exercise because I need to lose 50 kilos tomorrow. Absolutely. Slow, small, manageable goals. None of this, like, cataclysmic changes literally within 24 hours because it never lasts. Every major change starts somewhere minimal. Right? You can't be expected to literally turn your life around in one day. It's not realistic at all, which is why so much of Chantal currently is not realistic. It's so weird. Thank you for the super chat though, and for the support. I appreciate it.
How it was like an alternative to like Alcoholics Anonymous dealing with addiction. And basically, it's saying that in order to understand your addiction, because I don't. Because like I said, at this point, I was trying everything that people were telling me.
Brandon, I encourage that impulsive decision.
To do.
That's
you know, like I said, talking in therapy. And by the way, I have not been through any specific trauma in my life, so I'm trying to figure out it as a kid. You know, I wasn't abused or anything. I had a pretty good upbringing. I was spoiled, you know. So I feel like maybe, you know, I'm eating for all the times that somebody called me fat.
Oh, can I explain drop bears? Drop bears are related to koala bears. However, they'll eat the face off of people. Basically koala bears, but really angry.
My life, I don't know. But this author said, in order to understand the reason you're binging, you need to understand how the brain works. And basically, there's the animal brain, or the more primitive side of the brain.
Okay, psychologist Foodie in the chat.
Or the hypothalamus, I guess it's called. Why am I spitting when I talk? Do you guys see that? I don't know. Anyway. So, and then there's the human side of the brain. So, the primitive side of the brain is the side of the brain that tells you to... It makes sure it's survival based. So, you eat, you...
Lizard brain.
Breathe, you know, you're getting enough oxygen, you're getting enough food, you're getting enough water. It's instinctive. So, it sends your body, fires off messages.
Jesus, this autofocus.
Now, it sends you off messages, firing off messages to... You're building a habit over years and years of giving into these cravings, into these urges. Building that habit over and over and over and over and over.
Again, Chantal used to have really good words. Not a lot of follow through, but very good words.
Over again. Creates...
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Creates the habit.
Bye, Steph.
Your body starts... That part of your brain starts to think... It's kind of hard to explain. The part of your brain starts to think that these large quantities of unhealthy food are essential for your survival, just like air or just like anything else.
I mean, this sounds like a really big conversation about like hormones and like the biochemistry of our bodies and less about human instinct, but okay.
So
whatever.
All these binge urges are these signals or these messages firing off, and all along we're placing all this complicated importance on them. And
yeah, that's why it's really important to unpack all of these thoughts and feelings with mental health professionals, because they're able to kind of guide you through a lot of it. And that's why I often I don't like calling things a binge, because I've not been diagnosed. I don't speak to healthcare professionals about this kind of stuff because I manage it on my own. But at the end of the day, a relationship with food is very tricky because it's based on so many things that are literally to the person, you know, to your experiences, to how you relied on food, how you see food. Is it fuel or is it entertainment? Is it tied to something? And the same can be said about a lot of different things. Unfortunately, food is the one thing that you kind of require calorically for fuel. But sure, instincts?
The thing that's making us binge is the urge to binge. There's no deep emotional reason behind it other than we're giving it. We're giving it power by connecting our emotions to these binge urges. When really, if you just dissociate yourself or
oh, she's making it sound real easy for you all, huh?
Or separate, divide yourself, you know, from this part of the brain, because the
Foodie. It's such a shame you didn't take any of your own advice. But also don't take any foodie's advice.
human part of the brain is responsible for motor skills like movement.
I'm sorry, what?
It controls your body. The animal part of the brain does not control your body. Your human one does. The more rational, the one that's responsible for complex thinking. It's not a primitive...
Look, there are two wolves inside of everybody.
instinctive part of your brain. So knowing that we have control over that animal part of the brain gives you back that control and it really just trivializes these binge urges. They don't make them these big emotional deals.
The way you are talking out of your butthole right now.
You know? So she's saying the way to deal with these binge urges is to just notice them, remove yourself from them, don't react to them emotionally like you always do. Like we react to them, we get anxiety, we binge, we start feeling ashamed, we start feeling all this guilt, these emotions.
So far all I'm getting from this advice is don't feel the way that you would feel. Just disassociate, it's fine. It's easy as that. Snap your fingers.
Surrounding it. And just simply...
This is a lot.
Say no to it and control it. Now it sounds... And she said it is a very simple solution. She goes into more detail. I haven't listened to the whole book, but...
Well, good thing you're telling us about it. And I agree, Elle.
That's the gist of it. That's the gist of it. Understanding how your brain works, where the binge urges come...
Just stop your feelings. Just stop feeling the way you feel. Everything's fine. God, just deal with it. It's fine.
From... And it makes a lot of sense. It's almost like that aha, like that's what's missing kind of thing, because... You know, it's like I never understood how the brain worked with that.
You still don't. You still don't, and you didn't. Turns out you didn't. Even 3 years later, you didn't.
So for me, I was just always, because that's what I've always been told, you're not going to get better unless you go to therapy, unless you find out why you're eating. And I think the reason I'm eating like that, or binging, is because I get the urge to, and I give into the urge because I don't understand where the urge is coming from, because I think it's emotional, and I think I don't have any control over it.
So you saying that you don't know where the urge comes from, that's where therapy can be really useful. It's not just giving you the tools and the means to, like, manage emotionally whatever, but it's also unpacking all of those things to understand why you are drawn to do the things that you do. It's none of this, like... it's none of this wolf brain, like, food equals good. No, none of that. It's unpacking the, like, look, Chantel, therapy is like onions. You gotta unpack a lot of, like, the root causes to behavior, because there's often more than just, like, for me, for instance, and again, it's less specific, professional assistance and more side assistance, but like for me, I had to come to a point where I recognized the reasons why I was eating, and I don't refer to it as binge because I don't see it that way, but the reasons why I overate, for instance, a really simple concept that I'm pretty sure a lot of people can grasp. Oh, I'm bored. Oh, I don't have anything to do. Oh, my hands aren't busy. Oh, I'm sad, or I'm tired, or whatever. And then reconnecting with my body to be like, do I need this as fuel? Am I actually hungry? Like, can I sit down and focus on a meal? Can I change my diet because I'm not eating well? Like, there's so many things that go into it. And I consider myself quite lucky because I'm able to just I was able to just reflect on myself enough to get to that situation. But this sounded like a whole different mess. Wolf brain over here. Don't see it.
If you don't think that you have control over it, you're not going to. So, I mean, I don't know for sure, but...
No, you don't know for sure, but you sounded like you were sure, so good for you. Gold star.
I think that, you know, like I said, I was doing everything right. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to try and see. Even just being aware of it seems to have quelled the beast. I'm not having any urge to
There are 2 wolves in all of it.
Binge on large quantities of junk food today. So far, I'm feeling content with having my meals.
That needs to be on a shirt, Elle.
But and then she said, well, what causes the cycle in the first place for these binges to happen? And for her,
The way that Foodie's just sitting here being like, just disassociate from your feelings. Everything will be fine. My God.
and for most people, it was dieting. It was dieting. So dieting, restricting your body of calories or of food groups or anything like that, will cause that instinctive part of your brain to trigger a survival instinct. And this is, we all know this, right? But this is
Do
taking in from
Do we?
So whenever you restrict yourself, you are going to, and that's what I do. I go through this cycle.
I don't know, man. My entire conversation about restriction is very different because my general understanding of it, for me at least, is that if I'm eating similar or the same things, or I have access to similar or the same things consistently, and I suddenly take that access away, my body does crave. And that's what it is. Like, I've spoken a lot about my journey through, like, quitting smoking, for instance. Like, that I understand what that, like, crave is to wake up and be like, I'm so used to getting that thing into my system. And sugar's a really good one because obviously the creation of swaths of dopamine, and as soon as you take that away, your brain's like, find me some more of that because I miss that feeling. But yeah, anyway, Chantal, no, you go on.
I don't really consider it a binge purge cycle, but for me, I do. It's not the same as throwing up, but there's other ways to purge, like over-exercising. For me, it's fasting. I will binge, and then I'll want to fast the next day to try and purge my system of what I just did to it and reverse the damage.
And this is why I don't get into the conversation about binges and purges, because I don't see my own gurney like that, right? Like, I have common, like, even in this very stream, I have often said, like, overeating to the point of feeling sick and then feeling like remorse and regret and all of those like negative emotions that come with it the next day. I would never consider that to be binging and purging in the like in a professional conversation, I guess. Unpack it how you will. You are not my mental or physical healthcare professionals. But the way that Foodie's touting this nonsense, it's truly mind-boggling that we suffered another 3 years worth of nonsense talk with Foodie, and then we ended up sitting in our underwear eating Twix coated in fluff for days on end, huh? Well, like I said, she talks a good game. Harley, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. I hope you're having a fabulous Monday. I appreciate the support. Harley says, good morning from Tennessee. Good evening from Brisbane. Hello. Oh, I can't stand how she reads 1 or 2 paragraphs of any subject and then speaks on it like she's studied it for years. Yeah, I kind of feel like this is going to be... I hope that we don't get this perspective from Foodie on her travel vlogs, you know? But these were always really a trip when she would, like you said, read 1 or 2 paragraphs and then come on being the Dr. Foodie that we know and love. Thank you for the super chat, mate. I hope you're having a great day.
So it's a very disordered way of thinking, but that's the human part of the brain, the purging, trying to rectify emotionally giving into that urge from the animal brain. So it makes a lot of sense to me. You should definitely read the book.
I also don't like the wording of any of that, because not like every time Foodie talks on this matter, there's always a sense of like dismissed accountability. It's like, oh no, it's a different part of my brain. Oh no, it's my disordered eating. Oh no, it's this and this. And it's kind of like, do you know what? At the end of the day, your wolf brain, the way you think, the way you feel, all of those things are part of you. And maturing as an individual, learning to be a human and wanting to take care of yourself is being able to recognize and manage those parts of you that, you know, may negatively impact your life. It's just kind of the human experience. Body's perfect. We all have to work on ourselves.
If you're interested in that, if you're suffering from some kind of addiction. So basically, that is that. So yeah, dieting, because dieting is just, it never works. And you know why it doesn't work? For that reason. Because it causes that reaction. And there's a reason why people who...
With all of this being said, dieting works for some people, right? Dieting works if you're specifically regimented, if you have a goal in mind. If you are talking about wanting to change your lifestyle, that's a very different conversation. But dieting does work for some people if there are specific goals and interests in mind. Sure. And that's me broadly generalizing dieting, right? The introduction of more minerals and nutrients, more specific macros, like all of those things could be considered dieting. But in this vein, sure.
Calorie restrict and diet end up gaining most of the weight back. There's like statistically within 5 years the weight is gained back. It's you have to do a lifestyle change. Like, if you deprive yourself, it's no good. Your body doesn't like that. So that's what the book says. So to me, it was just
the body doesn't like a lot of things, but again, that's that wolf brain.
It's really like, wow, I'm just trying to understand food addiction more and more, because I guess I don't understand it, because like I said, I was trying everything that I've been told to fight it. Therapy, OA. My problem with OA is the one.
Oh God, what?
One good thing about it is the support system, but everything else, the doctrine, the principles, the method, the 12-step method, I don't really agree with that much. I don't agree with the admitting we're powerless over food, because I don't think that we are.
But isn't that what you're exactly saying about your wolf brain right now?
Especially now that I read The Brain Over Binge, I understand more why I don't think that.
Okay.
I don't like how religious-based it is.
I may have misunderstood everything she said in the last 10 minutes.
I know that a higher power can be anything, but for me, my understanding of it is that it's God. I I just found that at every meeting, it was just a lot of the same repetitive thing you read from the book. There's
Moonface Pondu, pleasure to see you today. Hello. Thank you for being here for 2 months, mate. Moonface says, back from my birthday weekend. Did I miss anything? Foodie got married. Foodie got married. Took a drive down a really long bridge and got Burger King. That's what you missed. Now we're doing retros. It's fun.
mantras, just
Hope you had a great birthday.
a bunch of mantras. So for me, I don't know if it will be the right tool for me. It might be for somebody else. It saved a lot of people's lives from their addiction and stuff.
Oh, Jackie, congratulations, mate. And yes, keeping a leash on the wolf brain. Good
But for
idea.
me, I'm not too sure if it will be. So I'm not sure. And I felt that way the whole time. I do like the support and everything, but I just don't know if in practice it will be very, very practical for me to do. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's that. I'm going to Farm Boy. I'm going to get some... Oh, yeah, so my weight... I go on these tangents, oh my God. So my weight...
You know what? I prefer these tangents over anything in the last 12 months. And Kuwait is kind of... We'll see. It'll get better.
And I was...
Or it won't. Who knows?
368. I weighed myself yesterday. And I did measure myself. So I weighed myself 368. I think my weighing with you guys when I was doing well, it was 358. So that's a big weight gain. I think a lot of it is being bloated from just...
My measurements were waist was 61 inches, hips was 67 inches. I'm not big on inches.
overeating.
How many feet to an inch? 12.
And water retention.
60. Ooh.
So
Sorry, I was doing height measurements. Ooh, boy.
I think once I get back on track, I think that will go again, so I'm sick of the cycle too, guys, believe me.
Oh, Leona, I'm so sorry. What did I say? What did you say? You could tag me. I'm sure I saw it, though. I did see it. I'm definitely sure I saw it.
I'm more sick of it than you. I have to live with it.
61 inches is 154 centimeters. There you go.
You just watch it. I have to live with it. It's not like I do it on purpose, and I was afraid to, definitely, I did not want to tell you guys.
69 inches is 5 feet.
I was waiting and
No, Hugh, she's 5'1", 5'2", on a good day.
I was just I was avoiding dealing with it and telling you guys, and that's the problem with doing a weight loss journey.
So that's at what, 360 something? Where did we leave off? I understand that we're really not talking about, Chantel's health gurney in the current... What is going on with her liver? In the current day. But I can't remember what the last weigh-in was on the broken scale. 340 something? 348? Something.
It's... When you...
Morning, gamer.
Aren't doing well, you're going to get criticized for it or whatever. And I think it's sad that I have to be...
Honestly, no joke. I would watch this version of Foodie every day.
scared to share that with you guys because I'm afraid of criticism, you know, like, but whatever. It's
just because they're interesting talking points that actually like hit home for me, and it is honestly nostalgic to be watching all of this nonsense about food and diet because it interests me. Traveling, less so in the modern drama era with Foodie. Sitting at home, getting super high, just like passing out on stream, not super interesting.
Whatever it is.
This is the stuff.
What it is, like, it's not going to change. It's not something I can control. People's opinions of me. I have a lot of supporters who do care about me. I don't know why I'm so worried about the rest, you know? It's almost like I'm trying to prove something, you know? When really I'm just gonna share whatever with you guys, like I said, and just...
Yeah, Ellen, she is not filling me with confidence that she's going to be a successful travel vlogger, no.
Do these videos, put whatever out there, because I did feel bad when I was away for, like, my loyal supporters who actually really enjoy my videos. And,
true and loyal fans.
And, you know, and I mean, I have a weight loss channel or whatever, so big part of it, I want to really commit to this, so I feel like I can't just ghost. I can't just go ghost. Like, I need to be accountable and, you know...
Ghost like a wolf.
Be committed
Game of Thrones
to this and do videos on a regular basis. So I get that, and I get that people, you know, like, based on my patterns, you're not going to believe me until I really prove it through actions. I get that, but yeah, I'm just being honest. I was really struggling, and I didn't want to admit that. I didn't admit it to myself. I didn't want to admit it to you guys, and
this is why therapy.
I was really, really, really not having a good time. I went into a deep depression because I felt like a failure, because so many people were cheering me on and so proud of me and so happy, and I wasn't doing well, you know? So I feel like I'm going to try this method that they talk about in Brain Over Binge. Maybe that will be the it for me. I know for some people it is.
I wish Chantal had taken all of the minutes that she had spent reading all of these books and actually applied them to sit down with a professional.
Just let me park here. I don't want to park too far away because it's really cold today. I'll park over here. Yeah. So yeah, that's where I was. I mean, I know you guys are not stupid. I know a lot of you are probably, like, typing somewhere, she's probably binging, and that's, I mean, yeah, you were right about that. But, I mean...
Turns out the chat can be right pretty often.
You know? Where am I going to park? Hold on. I suck at parking, by the way, especially parallel parking.
Careful of the curb. It's a new car.
It took me 24 minutes to get here. So that's where... So that's where I'm at with that. I just need to be honest with myself and with you guys. I know it makes it worse if I'm trying to hide things or, you know, I know, but I just didn't feel like I could come on here and be honest.
They're like a professional, Lottie.
I really didn't.
And not a book.
And still have support. But I just didn't know I don't know what to do at this point. Like, so...
Also, this is why you don't rely on your, like, internet audience for support and, like, entirely for motivation, right? You have to have, like, the right reasons and motivation to push forward and do things, because if you're entirely reliant on an internet audience for ass pattery and to kind of pull you along in life, you end up with Chantal over the last 3 years. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm just gonna really try and keep trying, you know? I really did love going to the gym, so... I'm going to continue with the gym. And yeah, it's supposed to get really nice soon. Spring, so probably not going to get too much. I hate grocery shopping. But yeah, so I'll...
Some things never change, huh?
I'll show you guys what I get whenever I get home. So thanks for listening to me talk, guys.
Oh, it's fine. It was totally nonsense, but we came up with the phrase wolf brain, so that's fun.
Going to
got to stare at these glasses for half an hour. Capone, hello friend. Thank you for being here for 3 months, mate. I appreciate it. Capone says, Zach, fellow popsters, you all make me so happy. Oh, I'm glad. I know chat's glad. We're very glad to make you happy, Capone. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here, and I'm very glad that you enjoy the shenanigans with this one. Thank you for being here.
Commit, is that a word? Commit myself to this. I promise myself, I promise you guys. I want this to be the focus of my channel, just getting well.
Yeah, it's wolf brain versus lizard brain. Exactly, Sarah. It's kind of like that, oh boy. That scene from, oh, it'll come to me. Vader, thank you very much for being here for 4 months, mate. I appreciate it. Vader says, appreciation to Zach and chat. Appreciation right back, mate. Thanks for hanging out with us, Vader. I appreciate the support.
And
If there are 2 wolves inside of us, how many lizards are in us? Well, no, one is kind of, it's Matryoshka dolls. It's 1 human brain equals 2 wolves, and each wolf has each wolf has 2 lizards inside of their brain. It's animal brains all the way down. That's what it is.
I want to do it and be successful so I can help other people struggling, because honestly, I need to figure this out so I can help other people, because it's, like I said, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I really wouldn't. It's a really...
Each wolf. Yes.
It's just shit to deal with. It's really crappy.
Don't let Chantel know about the Omegaverse. Honey, there was one time that I mentioned it and the chat erupted, hoping that Chantel would never. Yeah, she's not allowed. Oh yeah, she was talking about I think she was talking about Old Mate and like alpha men and stuff, and it just got really it got real close. It got real close and we didn't want to talk about it. Purple, thank you very Purple Lorraine. Fabulous name. Thank you for joining the channel as a member, mate. I appreciate it. Welcome to Pulpster. Hello.
It's a lifelong thing.
What do the lizards have? Once was a woman who swallowed a fly. Fly, spider, isn't it then lizard? So is it wolf, lizard, spider, fly? Wolf, lizard, spider, fly. That would be the delineation of brains inside the human brain.
And it's been a lifelong thing for me.
Do lizards have cricket brains? I think it's spider brains.
I just, it's time to break the cycle, once and for all. So hopefully there won't be any more binges. I want to say goodbye to binging. Yes.
Oh, that's okay. Rain, I hope you don't mind the name. I appreciate you joining, and I appreciate the fact that you lurk, and I appreciate the fact that you are knitting. You feel free to let us know what you're knitting.
Anyways, guys.
Are we humans inside of another brain? Yes, but there's not 2 of us. There's like 7 billion. So there's 7 billion humans inside of a brain. Probably a space jellyfish. Maybe it's 7 billion humans inside of the brains of 4 turtles.
All right.
Discworld.
So I'll see you in the next clip. Hey guys, so this is my new
The world is a brain.
car. It is pretty dirty because of the weather. So this is kind of what the outside.
Look, the Kia when it was young. Secondhand in 2019. This is a 2016 model Kia. 4 doors, plus boot, front bumper included.
Car
Space Giants. You want Space Giants, El?
looks like it's bigger than my other car. It's a
Oh, baby Kia.
mid-size sedan instead of a compact. So I like how the mirrors fold in. For me, that's pretty fancy. And I can just press this, it unlocks the door.
Oh, it's great.
And this is like kind of the inside.
Oh boy, I would have loved to have seen, that's the seat that got spilled on by a Twisty Misty, and then Pete's had to sit in it.
Side of the car in the front. So you have the center
Look at this, it was clean at one point.
console. I like how much room there is there.
I like how there's not water bottles everywhere.
Has back.
No, that's being too kind. Sorry, Starbucks bottles everywhere. Bottles, cups.
Up camera, that's pretty standard nowadays. So yeah, has a lot of room in the back for me to put my farm boy. It's pretty spacious.
Oh, it looks so clean and nice.
So
It could have looked this way again.
pretty standard
Now it's probably gone to the scrapyard.
car. Whoa!
Show us the front bumper though.
Oh yeah. Like I said, it's a 2016, so it is used. But
How many hundreds of thousands of miles did she put on that driving back and forth from Montreal?
I like it so far. Oh boy, really dark. Sorry about that, guys.
Well, the light's on.
I went down for a nap earlier, got up, so I thought I'd come in and get something up here kitchen. My favorite place. And yes, I'm gonna keep eating there regularly
Wait, did you just take a nap in the day?
because
God, I'm jealous.
I love their stuff. So
Bye, Sponge. Have a good one.
I'm gonna come. I'll show you guys what I get. I'm gonna get a buffalo cauliflower wrap, and
Lottie's done the math. 7 billion humans, 14 billion wolves, 28 billion lizards, 56 billion spiders, and 112 billion flies. Very confused space creature.
it comes with like a side. I'm gonna pick the kale Caesar
200,000 miles on it, Gamer Girl? Okay, interesting. That's a lot of trips.
salad,
It's all vegan, plant-based. Like there's Caesar sauces. Everything there is like, you know, pretty much. I think they have some real cheese, but it's pretty much most of it's vegan there. So I just feel like ever since I've been like, the more I go back to eating plant-based, the more I prefer the plant-based options over meat options.
Lies and slander.
So I had like those sous vide egg bites this morning for breakfast, and I just don't feel like eating any other animal products today. Just how I feel. Like I'm just going by how I feel. So I'm going to eat that. That's the only thing else I'm going to have today. I know it might be under calories, but whatever. I'm just going to, it's getting late, so I don't want to eat too late. I kind of want to get back on track. So that being said, I do plan on getting back on track tomorrow. We are going to get back to making videos. I'm going to go back to the gym. We're going to do this. I'm going to lose that weight I gained back. So I do apologize for just kind of, like I said, going ghost and just, you know, I know that if I'm going to dedicate myself to doing this weight loss successfully, I need to be consistent with uploads.
See, and this is why it's so curious, right? Because so many of us were sitting here being like, man, Chantal has a weird, kind of very heavily reliant, problematic relationship with her audience, and has for literally years. And that's the thing that's weird, is that Chantal literally in the span of a day said, I'm going to remove all of this content. I'm going to turn all the comments off. I'm not going to interact with the chat to nearly the degree that I used to. It's just weird. It's weird. You can't tell me it's not weird.
And especially for accountability, I can't just take off and be like, okay, you know, if I do have failures, I'm just going to be honest about them. I'm not going to try not to be as afraid, to be honest. And like I said, if people want to be mean about it, whatever, whenever I'm beyond, you know, I can't control that. So I have to just realize, you know, I just have to just focus on this. There's going to be distractions. There's going to be people trying to derail my success. There's going to be people at every corner trying to bring me down. I understand that, like a lot of you said, but there's also people supporting me, and I'm really trying to focus just on that. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go get my food. I'm going to end the video here. A lot of talking today and in the car, so I do apologize about that. Like I said, back to the gym tomorrow, and tomorrow I'm going to go home and make a good meal plan and be prepared with a list. I wasn't prepared today.
And tomorrow never really came.
So I'm going to do that when I get home, make that my Friday evening, and I'm going to do the groceries needed tomorrow. Oh, I ran the code on my car, the engine. I got this, this here.
This bloody machine.
It's a code reader. You plug it in to your car. There's an area to plug it in. And when the engine light's on, it's a diagnostic tool. It will tell you like what codes, like what's wrong with the car. So mine was a P0010, and I looked it up. It's
a camshaft position actuator, a control circuit, or open bank.
It's not really a really urgent issue. It could be old oil in the car, oil sludge. It could be like this wiring that's off. Most of the time, it's not really a big deal.
These sound like very different issues.
Which is good. So I am still going to bring it in Monday, have them fix it right away. But that tool was worth the purchase because, you know, sometimes mechanics can try to take advantage and say, oh yeah, this is what you need. You need all these repairs. So anyways, good to be prepared. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I might go live like while I eat that.
Needless to say, 3 years later, that car's ready for the scrapyard. Wow.
So if you want to catch
good investment on the tool.
What I got and hang out with me a bit. I like hanging out with you guys. Can be silly and just have some fun. So anyway, for the Q&A, I'm probably going to do a live Q&A since I was moody and deleted since I deleted my post again with all the questions. I might just do a live Q&A so you guys can just ask me live questions.
Ooh, that could be some retro fun going back through Chantal's old Q&As.
I think I'm just going to do that sometime.
It's like guess the time period.
Maybe this week or next week. And then yeah, the 50K celebration video, I'm probably going to do it with Pete. And we're working on that.
Damn, it's just at like 93,000 now.
Now, so I know it's
this was a time ago.
Past 50K, but you know, so yeah. So just rest assured, guys. I know you're probably watching this video and thinking,
Mudslicker, definitely, yeah. Somewhere in Canada, that check engine light is still on.
Oh my God, you're not serious about this. I am very serious. I was trying very, very hard, and I just gave into the binge urges, and I'm gonna keep trying again and again, and yeah, that's all we can do, right? So I'll see you guys in the next video. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Goodbye, Chantal. Chat, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. This was a bit of a choppy one, you know, bit all over the shop, and that's absolutely okay. We have fun here, though. I just wanted something to watch. It was great, and I appreciate you all watching along with me. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you for the super chat as well. Who says she went through all that but left winter tires on for 2 years. Yes, no, yeah, you're remembering that correctly. That is the Chantal that we watch, yes. Yes, it is. Anyway, chat, thank you for being wonderful, respectful, and shenanigans-filled humans. May you and your wolf brains have a fabulous day and or night. For those of you on the rewatch, I appreciate your comments, opinions, and eyeballs. As always, I'm out. I'm also Zach. So I'm going to go. Have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video and or live stream.